the size of two.
Oh, 6 a.m. and already the boy ain't right.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
Libera, pessoal! Libera! Aí, que emoção! Olha isso, rapaziada! Show, show!
Segurado!
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
There we go. Good morning, Facebook Friday Live. I should probably make sure that I can hear myself in the. Oh, I can. There we go. That's good. There we go.
That's a good start.
Hey,
that is a good start.
Off to a great start. Good morning, Matt Heckert, Carol Roscoe, Margarita Garcia. Margarita. Been working on that roll in the tongue.
Yeah, it's getting better. Not quite Marco's
Not
but
quite
it's
Marco's.
better.
Marco is, what's he doing in Nashville?
You know what? He lived there for several years. He worked in radio there, and I think he started his family there. So planted a few roots, made a lot of friends, and he's gone back to hang out with some of those friends. I don't think he has for, near 20 years. So he was pretty excited about it. Yeah.
Good for him.
And he's, of course,
good for him to let us know that he was going.
I know. But he, of course, drove so that he could take his golf club. So.
Oh, he's going to, I know who he's going to play with. He's going to play with his buddy that always tunes in here.
There you go.
So I told him, I said, I better expect to see some content. So we have lots of great stuff going on the show today. Lots of really fun things. We've got Matt Malzak that we're going to be talking to at 7:20.
We are. Mud Hens are not at home this weekend. Walleye are not at home this weekend, but it is opening day for the Tigers.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of our connection through the farm team to the Tigers, see what he knows about what's going on up there. And I really want to talk to him about torpedo bats.
Yeah. What is, I mean, okay, so the Yankees are using them, and they're, I don't know.
Home runs like
crazy. These are legal? Who created these bats? What's the deal?
You know, I don't know exactly who created them, or if it was somebody specifically who was working with the Yankees, because they seem to have gotten their hands on them first, but I guarantee you they're not going to be the only team using them.
Right.
But there's, they say they're legal because they're the right length and they're the right weight. So I believe it's just like a moved sweet spot.
All right.
But kind of interesting. But yeah, so we'll talk to Matt. We're also going to be talking to the folks from Pickle Zone, new pickle courts opening up out in Holland this weekend.
Nice place.
You got a little bit of a sneak peek yesterday.
I did get a sneak peek of it, and it's actually, it doesn't look bad. It's I mean, for anybody that likes to play pickleball, I think it's nothing flashy, right? Mm-hmm. There's nothing flashy about it. But if you're a pickleball player, there are subtleties that the average person would just. I walked in and was like, oh, okay, it's a standard 2-court pickleball place. You know, but then they started talking to me about all the different things that they have. The fact that the courts, the covering on the courts, the actual ground itself is like tennis court style, like tennis court level court. So you're not playing on hardwood floor like you would if you go to like a church basement or
Okay.
you know where
Where
a
you
lot of
still
times people have to
can, but
go
it's
when they play
different, yeah.
indoors, right?
Okay, so so this is professional standards.
This is professional standards. One of the things they pointed out to me, and this blew my mind, I didn't even know it until he started talking about it, the lighting. So they have this like almost like white tarp that surrounds the building, and all the lights they have. First of all, it's very, very high, so you can lob that ball up high. It's not going to hit a ceiling. But this white tarp covers the entire inside of it. All of the lights, and it's like thousands of lumens, like really, really, really bright.
Yeah.
All face upwards.
Okay.
And so what it's doing is the light is illuminating the tarp, which is then bringing that back down, so there's no shadows on the ground. It's like,
oh, wow.
It's the weirdest thing. I didn't realize.
Well, no pun intended, really, but that sounds pretty brilliant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It is.
Nice.
I mean, well, because I mean, you know, there's so many distractions. I don't know. It's really weird. It's a comfortable setting. It's always around 65 degrees, 64, 65 degrees in there. So just really, I mean, for people that like to play pickleball, they're gonna like this place.
Nice.
$32 for the whole court for an hour. But that's the whole thing. So you get, 4 people to go. Each person throws in $8. I think it's a heck of a deal.
Oh, cool. So we'll talk about their grand opening, what they're doing special this weekend in light of that. And
we got a cowboy coming in.
We do.
You're
yes.
excited about that. I think you're a little too excited
Yesterday
about that.
had firefighter, today a cowboy. Marco should go way more often. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, but yeah, kind of weird coincidence as far as that goes.
Yeah. How about that?
But
World's 2024 World's Strongest Firefighter. And comes in to visit you. Now a cowboy comes in to visit you.
Yeah, professional championship bull riders are in town this weekend. They've got shows Saturday and Sunday at the Huntington Center, and it's always an incredible event. And this time around, I thought, why do we never get to talk to these guys? So put a call out to Troy over at the Seagate Center yesterday and said, what do you think? And he said, let's send somebody over. So looking forward to that.
That's great.
And we still have tickets to give away for the event as well.
Perfect. All right. We've also got, we're going to be trying
There's
this.
more?
There's more. You and I are going to be trying some white chicken chili.
Did you make it?
No.
Oh,
Freezy Foods made it.
Oh.
Melanie made it. I was there at their facility and got to see how they make their stuff.
Nice.
And I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing. They don't use any
I can't
preservatives or anything.
Remember what you brought us the last time, but it was tasty.
I think it was the stroganoff. I think was the last one I grabbed.
It was, but
So we'll try the white chicken chili.
it's awesome.
Yes, I have all kinds of they have really good stuff. And throughout the day, I'm going to be quizzing you.
Okay.
Have you ever tried explaining a movie to somebody and you just you can't?
You feel like you fail.
Yeah.
And you can't get them
You're like,
enthusiastic about it.
What's that movie where? God, it's like the single dad and he loses his son and then he ends up finding him at the dentist. And you're like, what? And you're like,
Seems like I'd remember that
Finding
one.
Nemo. That's what it is. Finding Nemo. Right. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go through. We're gonna have
All right.
multiple, and we're gonna let the viewing audience here. They're going to they're gonna join in with us,
All right,
and
sounds
maybe
good.
we'll give away some prizes. I don't know if we have any prizes to give away. Good morning, Amy Garcia, Bonnie Rhodes, tuning in. Rick Hill, good morning to you, and morning, Mama. Who are you calling Mama? Oh, I bet that's Margarita Garcia's daughter, Amy Garcia. What do you think?
That would make sense.
I bet that's her. Well, good morning, everyone. See, look at that. We're bringing families together. Bringing
right,
families together
why not?
first thing in the
We
morning.
do it all.
There we go. But here, I was talking about this pickleball place. Let's. I want to show you a little preview of it. Here it is.
So you're a fan of pickleball. You love playing. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to because it's raining, it's snowing, could be way too hot outside. I've got great news for you because there is a place right in your own backyard where you can play any time of year, any time of day, and it's right here at the Pickle Zone.
We created the Pickle Zone because there was such a need in this area. It's like you've got courts in Sylvania, in Holland, in Rossford, Perrysburg, but there were very few indoor courts.
My goal was to get NBA level lighting in here. I know more about lighting than I ever cared to know about, but we ended up achieving it with indirect lighting, and there's no glare, no shadows. The court surfaces are all tennis court level of surface, so you're not slipping. You're playing with outdoor balls indoors. There's no wind, no rain, nothing to worry about. We wanted to be very comfortable temperature in here, so we have it both heated and air conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 90 degrees outside with sun blasting in, it's gonna be 65 in here.
And here's one of the best parts for a cheapskate like me. This place is free membership. Here's how you join. Just go to pickleballplay.com, create an account, sign the waiver, sort of. And when you're ready, book a court. You will have to enter in some card information in order to book that court, but it will be kept on file for you to use at a later time. I got this now. Went to the wrong court.
This is a friendly space for anyone. It doesn't matter what your level is. And in fact, we have several instructors that will help you if you want to book an instructor and take a lesson. This is a great space for everyone.
We wanted to have a facility that was dedicated to one sport. You're not playing basketball in here, so you're not going to be fighting multiple lines on the court.
I think we've done a really good job, and we're hoping that people just embrace this what we call Pickle Zone.
Bring your team out. It's only $32 for the hour for the entire court. So you can bring out 4 of you, then it's only $8 a person. You could bring out 12 of you, and then it's only, I can't do that math, but it's going to be a lot cheaper the more people you bring out here, but you get the whole court for an hour. It's great. So sign up now, become a member of the Pickle Zone. Don't delay. Start playing pickleball now. Oh.
Denver. You want that to be you? Listen for the national keywords and get yourself in the running to win. She's hitting the road for her whirlwind tour, and she's going to be playing Denver among those dates. You could be there a trip for 2, including round trip airfare, a couple of nights hotel stay, 2 tickets to see Lainey live, and an opportunity to meet her before the show. All yours. If you win this trip, just text the national keywords when you hear them. Every time you increase your odds. So your keyword this morning is child. This is the first of 4. Text them all, and every time you do, your name goes in the hat again. So child, CHILD. Text it now to 95819, and you are entered for a chance to win from Toledo's country music station, K100. Let's get a look at your weather forecast. Weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on new 25 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. It looks like we've got clouds now. Occasional rain expected by this afternoon, around 51 for the high end. That rain's going to continue into tonight and get heavy at times. Low 42. Showers early, steady late day rain tomorrow. Our high 52. And look forward to Sunday and having dry days. Not sunny. It's going to be on the cloudy side, but at least it looks like no more rain expected on Sunday. 47 that high, 45 right now at Toledo's K100. Traffic in decent shape. You've got a lot of road closures still due to storm damages and things getting taken care of. So if the section of highway was closed yesterday, very likely it looks like it is still closed today. Flood watch does remain in effect for Hancock, Lucas, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, Wood, and Wyandotte counties through Sunday. No accidents and no traffic tie-ups. If you spot trouble, please get a hold of us at 419-240-1000. Coming up at 6:30, we're going to have a local events. We'll get sports in as well. And inside of this hour, we're going to get you caught up on country music news as well. It's all happening right here this morning on Toledo's K100.
Roy, Gwynn, good morning to you, sir. And Bonnie Sprague. And it's true. The rumors are true, confirmed. Amy Garcia is the daughter of
Okay.
Margarita Garcia.
All right, everything's cleared up.
So here we go. Here's your first poorly explained movie. And people watching right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a poorly explained definition of a movie. And you have to tell me what it is. Try to guess. A broody girl moves to Washington and starts dating a much older man. What's the movie? Somebody name it for me. A broody girl moves to Washington and starts dating a much older man. If you can tell me that, you're the winner on this morning's show.
Biography of Monica Lewinsky?
No, not that Washington.
Oh, all right.
Washington State.
Oh, gotcha.
But good guess, though. That's the Monica Lewinsky files. So I would like to hear. So here's the deal. I'm struggling to find things to talk about. We're what, in about a half hour, not half hour, in like 10 minutes, not even. We're gonna be talking about things going on this weekend, right?
Yes.
And I don't know what's going on this weekend. Believe it or not, there's not a lot going on. So if you have an event that's going on this weekend and you want me to talk about it, now is your chance right now.
Trade you.
Put it
I'm
in
supposed to talk about sports.
You're supposed
You
Well,
know
let's-
more about that? I'll swap you.
Well, let's see. We've got if I had words in front of me, I could say. That's the thing. I can always say words if they're in front of me. But
Oh, I'll see what I can do on that front. I'll be right back.
there was a team that played, and gosh, did they play well? They really hit that ball nicely.
It's kind of a 3-person job.
That's. Are you checking the time for when we go back on?
No, we're going to go. We've got a few spots and we've got a 3.5-minute song.
All right. Hey, good morning, AJ. Normally, this is the time of day when I like to talk about how great AJ's team did last night at trivia. They did not.
Really?
So well.
That is unusual.
They were in the top 3 in the first round, and then they fell out of grace. Boy, last night, you know what I did? I know he's going to give me a hard time.
He doesn't usually bring a couple ringers with him. What happened?
He does, yeah. His wife and his daughter.
They weren't there?
They were there. They just, the questions were too hard. They might have been thrown off by the fact that I didn't have a microphone last night. I got to my trivia event and realized that I had not brought my backpack. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have any of my trivia sheets. So I asked them, I was like, hey, would you guys possibly be able to print off trivia sheets for me? Which they did. It was like, okay, great. Thank you. Save me.
Yeah.
And then I realized the microphone's in the bag. So it was a unique experience. What do you keep running over to the
I had a
door?
message taped to the door.
Oh,
But it wasn't there the first time. I looked, now it was.
gotcha. Who did that?
Somebody's going to help me with sports.
That's, oh. Is somebody coming in here to do the sports part?
No, it's
Oh.
me, but now I have a little
Now you have
information.
something there you go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So again, if anybody can answer the question for me, what movie is this? A broody girl, excuse me, moves to Washington and starts dating a much older man. You win.
You think this is easy? Should we all know it? We've all probably seen it.
AJ says, yeah, who forgets the mic for trivia night? It is the movie Twilight.
Oh, of course. I see. There you go.
Brunch at the Brewery. Molly Bay Brewing. But there's really not a lot going on. Again, help me out, you guys. If you have something going on this weekend and this is your chance to get free advertising for your event right now. Visit the Easter Bunny at the Franklin Park Mall. Sounds terrifying. All right. Oh, you guys are being such a big help.
Are they really?
No, not at all. not even a little bit.
I gave you some, right?
It's well, let's see. What do we got? We got the. Are you talking about the bull riding?
No, you do it.
Okay. Sourdough 101. See, just the fun is not stopping this weekend.
How much time do I have? I got 1 minute.
All right.
All right, I'm sure you can't read my scribble, but you could interpret from here. Okay, you got Imagination Station. The exhibit closes out 4/27, but every Saturday this month you can decorate eggs. Professional Championship Bull Riding Saturday and Sunday. Curling Championships of Bowling Green. I don't know the exact times. Pretty Woman at the Stranahan. Spring Crafting Showcase at Tam O'Shanter. That is the Toledo Craftsman
What are you,
Guild.
a doctor?
I still believe in cursive.
I know. Look at this, huh? Oh my goodness.
We're from feels like home.
2025 USA Current Junior National Championships.
30 seconds.
All right.
I'm playing Tennessee.
And we've got
Ms. Megan Maroney on Toledo's Country Music Station, K100, on air, online, and on your phone, however you're listening. We appreciate you. Lynn and Marco, minus Marco, Friday Facebook Live. Pat McCarty in the studio with us. And it looks like it's going to be another soggy day today. And on the cool side, 51 the expected high. Your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on 25 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. Traffic remains in decent shape without accidents or traffic tie-ups. Call us, text us if you spot anything, 419-240-1000. All right, time to take a look at K100 Sports. It's brought to you by Zavotski's Custom Meats. The Mud Hens rally got an extra inning win, beating Round Rock last night 7-4 in 12 innings. Same two teams continue their week-long series tonight. It's an 8:15 start. The Walleye on the road this weekend in Bloomington tonight and in Cincinnati tomorrow night. Back at home next weekend for the final two games of the regular season. I cannot believe how fast that's coming around. Baseball time in Detroit Tigers. Home opener is today. They are hosting the White Sox at Comerica Park. Game time is 1:10. Guardians start a weekend series in California against the Angels tonight. First pitch set for 9:40. Their season home opener, not for another week. In NBA action, the Pistons are on the road tonight in Toronto to take on the Raptors. 7:30 tip time. And the Cavs are in San Antonio to play the Spurs. 8 p.m. game time. And speaking of Antonio, a big college basketball weekend. Men's semifinal action tomorrow night in San Antonio. It's Florida and Auburn in game 1 a little after 6, followed by Houston and Duke, winners advancing to Monday's national championship game. And the women's semifinal games are tonight in Tampa, Texas, South Carolina at 7, UConn, UCLA around 9. Winners will be playing for the national championship on Sunday. And that's your look at sports. Switching things up just a little bit since I'm covering sports. Pat McCarty covering things happening in the 419.
Yeah, some fun things happening in this area, Lynn. We got some fun things to do. If you are a fan of curling, and let's be honest, who is not a fan of curling? We got the 2025 USA Curling Junior National Championship taking place this weekend. That's going to be it already started, believe it or not. It started Tuesday, and it's going up through the 6th. and it's going to be over at the Black Swamp Curling Center in Bowling Green.
It's a very big deal, isn't it?
That's
Yeah.
you know, those curlers, they have a good time.
But these
when
are
they're
the
out there.
pros, I think.
got to go out there one time. It was
Did you?
interesting. It was fun. But some really big things going on this weekend. Pretty Woman, the musical, is going to be taking place over at the Stranahan Theater. That is tonight, tomorrow night, and tonight and tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night. So 2 opportunities to see the show on Saturday. And of course, we're going to have one of these guys in here, the Professional Championship Bull Riders and Barrel Racing. Have you ever been to the rodeo?
I have.
I was out in Colorado one time with my family on a vacation and saw an authentic bull riding competition. It was a regular Friday night event. It was spectacular.
It is very exciting.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have one of those guys in here talking about that, but you don't want to miss that. That's going to be going on this weekend as well. That's April 5th, which is tomorrow.
Yeah, I think it's an evening performance and then an afternoon on Sunday.
Yeah, 2 of them there. So going to be a lot of fun. You don't want to miss that. If you've never been to the rodeo, definitely get your tickets to go out to the Huntington Center. And I think we're going to have some to give away,
yes,
right?
we do. You
All
think right. All right, that's what's going on. Thank you so much, Pat. Country music news coming in just a handful of minutes. We're going to talk American Idol, putting together some big country music stars to come to their stage. Randy Travis in line for a nice award, and the Empire Building weighing in on the Morgan Wallen incident. It's all coming on Toledo's K100. Kenny Chesney first.
Here we go. Got to give a shout out to my daughter, Julia. I think I was supposed to do that on the radio. I was supposed to give her a shout out last week as she was getting ready for school. Well, she was home. They didn't have school last week because they were on spring break. But I failed. So giving her a shout out now.
Birthday, something special, or just...
No, she just wanted a shout out.
Oh, okay. All right, is it a missed opportunity? You can get it still in.
I think unless I
little time frame, huh?
Yeah. We're probably not. I'm probably not going. Speaking on the radio for the next till after 7:10, right? That's all right. Well, I was trying to find. You had the opportunity yesterday to speak with Marcus Waugh.
Yeah, he's such a nice guy.
Really nice guy. I had the opportunity to speak to him yesterday as well. Check it out.
Okay, so here we go. Hey, welcome everybody. I am joined online right now by Marcus Waugh, the 2024 World's Strongest Firefighter. Marcus, it was great meeting you last year. Great to talk to you again.
Oh, thank you.
And you give me a little bit about your background as a firefighter.
I've been with Toledo Fire for the last 7 years, going on 8 years this upcoming December. It's been one of the best, most rewarding experiences of my entire life, being to help people out. It's been something I've always been passionate about. Before that, I was with the Lucas County Sheriff's Office for 5 years, and nobody likes cops. So it's nice to actually show up on scene, and people like to see you.
People are happy to see you. And now you've started doing something great. You've started a brand new program. It's almost through completion. It's a nonprofit. Tell me a little bit give me the name. Tell me about what it is and what you guys do.
So it's a Waugh Strong Foundation. We are a nonprofit, and we are raising money and funds for first responder and veteran mental health services.
Why is this so important? A lot of people might say, oh, that sounds nice, but I don't think they fully grasp the depth of why it is you're doing what you're doing.
Well, if you just look at the statistic itself, for first responder suicide, it is up to 30%. So you're talking about 30% of all firefighters or first responders, police included, all around the U.S., up to 30% suicide rate. And just in the fire service alone, it's 20% have PTSD. We go on calls where normal people aren't supposed to see what we see. And same with police and same with our veterans. I mean, they go overseas, they fight, they see things and do things that normal people don't see and do. And that kind of stuff really can follow you back home in a detrimental way. And if you have no one to talk to about it, it's just going to build and build until something bad happens. And I've seen a million times where the tradition and the speculation has always been to not talk about it, to stuff it down, be a man about it, and you joke about it later or something like that. But you see that it weighs on you mentally, physically. It weighs on just your health in general. And we're trying to change the statistics. So with Wall Strong, we're trying to get the conversation started that it's okay to talk about these things and to get them off your chest, especially with people who have been through it as well. And that's what we're trying to do, build a community through this Wall Strong, that first responders and veterans can come with a positive outlet of exercise, with strongman, that kind of deal like that. And then also afterwards, you're already getting more healthy because you're working out, those endorphins, that dopamine rush from working out. And then all of a sudden now you're like, hey, these guys, I've seen and done things I've done. Maybe I can talk about it and get off my chest.
So what are some of the services that you guys are going to be providing?
So right now it's going to be the Wall Strong and strength and conditioning. So like basically Strongman 101. We're going to get over at Alpha and Omega Gym, also at Fitness for All Gym in Perrysburg. So we can do more than one area, Toledo, Perrysburg. So we can get groups together.
This abrupt exit from the stage after Saturday Night Live last weekend. You may also know about his social media posts that was captioned, "Get me to God's country," which he actually is capitalizing in and has started creating merchandise around. Well, there was the Empire State Building now has entered the chat. You may not be aware the iconic building even has a social media presence or that it's not afraid to use it, but in fact, that is the case. In a TikTok video backed by Wallen's "Sand in My Boots," there's a beautiful view of the New York City skyline as seen from the observation deck with a caption, "Get me to God's country." Lynyrd Skynyrd has announced that celebrating 50 years live at the Ryman comes out this summer. It's a live album DVD release featuring their 50th anniversary concert at the Ryman. They happened in Nashville in 22. The performance is notable. It features the final performance of founding member Gary Rossington, who passed away the following year. And that night's performance of Tuesday's Gone also had, performing with them, special guest Jelly Roll. The album will be available June 27th. Randy Travis, of course, an inspiration to a lot of folks. His fortitude in the face of just overwhelming health challenges has truly been remarkable. And while he's limited to full singing career, he remains active and very passionate about standing up for his peers so that they can do the same thing, which is why the Recording Academy is celebrating him next week at Grammys on the Hill in Washington, D.C. He's being honored for his tireless work in advocating for creators' rights and fair compensation in the world of streaming and downloading. Blake Shelton, this is a cool guy. He's just like been all over the place and arms around people and kissing them on stage and doing pretty much everything else. But he was surprised his opening act at Drake Milligan in a show that happened in Indiana just inside of the last couple of days. He had him come back out so that the two of them could perform a duet together. And even though they're on the same bill, fans were pointing out how cool it was that Blake actually brought him out so that they could share the stage. And Drake looks a little bit nervous in the video at first, but then he definitely seemed pretty thrilled by the end of it. All my exes live in Texas. What a good one for him to bring him out. And if he's going to surprise a country music artist with a song, that's the one. And for the first time ever, American Idol is going to be doing a 3-hour Easter special with faith-based theme and a very strong country presence to it. The special is called Songs of Faith episode. It'll center, of course, on the holiday and performances from American Idol judges Luke Bryan and Carrie Underwood, as well as Lionel Richie. Jelly Roll is going to be there performing, Brandon Lake and CeCe Winans, among others. The episode will air on Easter Sunday, April 20th, starting at 8 p.m. That's your country music news update here at Toledo's K100.
Here we go.
You talk about how there's not much happening, in terms of weekend events in the Glass City. Country music news out of Nashville, man, I was scraping.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really
What was the whole Morgan Wallen thing? He walked. So they said he walked off the stage, but like the show was over. I mean,
the show was over, but you know how at the end of the SNL, everybody like mingles and they're hugging and kissing on each other and congratulating each other, high-fiving them for the great show they did, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And well, at the end of it, he was with the host and he just gave her a quick hug, gave her a little smooch on the cheek, said, "Hey, it's been fun," and walked off. But he's walking right toward the camera through the audience, so this is this great shot of him just like heading out, and everybody thought he was like mad at the people he was participating with, the team, but everybody wanted to make such a big deal out of it, and he's just kind of like did it, I'm done.
Yeah, right.
Ready to go.
I did what I was supposed to do. Get me out of here.
Yeah.
Get me back to God's country.
But everybody wants to be offended, it's like it was just kind of silly, but yeah, I guess even if that's one of those things too, everybody is so nosy nowadays. You think you got to know everything. Maybe he did have something going on and he just wanted to get the heck out of Dodge,
Right.
you know? So, but his business. So that's kind of cool. I like that they're doing that Easter special for American Idol. That'll be nice. Speaking of Easter, are you doing eggs or potatoes at your house? They say
We're doing eggs.
They say Easter potatoes are going to be a thing because the eggs are
because of the egg
so
shortage.
expensive.
You know what? Here's the thing.
Uh-huh.
If I can spend hundreds of dollars on Christmas decorations, I can spend $8 on an 18 pack of eggs or
There you go.
two dozen eggs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, here, and we'll eat them. You know, we'll hard boil the eggs and then we'll eat them.
Yeah, we eat our eggs.
But no, that's a tradition that we've been doing with the kids always. So to not do it would be. I know a lot of people are like, how are you gonna dye a potato?
I don't know.
Are you gonna do that?
No.
Oh, okay,
heck
good.
No.
Good.
Heck no.
Now does Carly come over and do they?
She'll do them at her own house.
her own house?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like everything I have to adjust to this whole empty nester thing where I do a lot less or fewer, kind of a thing, and which is probably a good idea since I really just got all my Christmas stuff packed up 2 weeks ago. So.
Well, and I think that's a good thing. It's you as long as she's continuing that on because obviously you instilled that in her.
Well,
and then so you want those traditions to pass on.
And the thing is, and God bless my mother, never a sweeter individual that walked the planet, and I loved her so much. But she also held on to traditions at her home for so long. Didn't really feel like I got to establish them in my own household until my kids were older. So it felt like it was so fleeting. Like I get it and I get the holiday and now it's gone.
Right.
You know, so I think my daughters should have opportunity to, figure out how they want to do those things.
Exactly. And that's the way that it should be.
Yeah.
That's the way that it should be.
Yeah.
We kind of had to do that too. Like Christmas Day, we were, like Christmas morning, it was like, we'd get up and immediately we'd go over to my parents' house and then we'd go over to my wife's parents' house.
Right.
And eventually it got to the point where we said, you know what? No, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We're staying home.
Yeah.
They can come over to our house. It's not that we don't want to see them.
We dragged the kids all over the place.
Yeah.
Forever, for the whole time we had kids, to make sure that all those things are. And my daughter has married into a very large family. And if any of y'all are listening, this is no offense, but it's a very large family. And I've seen them do this for the 2 Christmases that my granddaughter has been around. And I just keep saying, you know what? I wouldn't do it if I were you because you're setting yourself up because not only is there, immediate, blood family, there's step families, and they're working on seeing them all inside of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. And it's too much. It's too much. It is.
We did. I remember the first year that Julia was born, we got up, Bethany and I exchanged presents to do this. And then we got dressed, got Julia ready, went over to my parents' house. We were there for a little bit. Then we went over to her parents' house and we were there for the majority of the day. And about 5 o'clock, we went over to my grandmother's house.
Exactly.
For dinner. And we're leaving. We were there for maybe about 2 hours, and it was just we thought, okay, we have to go. We're tired. And I went out to start the car, to warm up the car, and Beth Ann's standing at the door, about to fall asleep. And my grandmother goes, "Oh, Beth Ann, you look tired." And my aunt says, "Mom, she just had a baby. Of course she's there 2 weeks prior, just had a baby." Yeah. Of course she looks tired.
So there's nothing wrong with setting your own perimeters and parameters and and figuring things out. But I think that probably involves stretching out the holiday and not making it have to happen within a 24, 48 hour window.
Right. Yeah. You can definitely stretch it out.
Yeah.
Hey, good morning, Kevin Webb. Kevin Webb is watching. Jeff Beetleman.
Hi, Kevin.
Jeff Beetleman is watching. He says his dog loves hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, Curry, he can, if I'm cracking an egg or pull the egg crate out of the refrigerator, it's like he's like coming running. He loves eggs. It's his favorite thing too.
And guess who else is watching right now?
Who's that?
The 2024 World's Strongest Fireman, Marcus Waugh.
Marcus Waugh.
What? I told him, I said, Waugh. That's like the sound I make when I try to work out at the gym and I lift too much. Like, whoa. So appropriately named. Marcus, good to see you. We've got, I actually started playing the unedited version. As soon as I put it up there, I thought, oh shoot, this isn't this isn't gonna work. But
starting an organization, a nonprofit called WA Strong, which I think is so important.
Yeah.
To help support mental health for our first responders. Man, we need y'all so much. It's like we keep sending you out there and to face fires and crime.
And they see things.
And they see things.
They see all first responders. They see things, like he said. They see things that nobody is supposed to see.
I know.
You're not supposed
and you
to
see things differently as a result. I remember my sister came in from San Diego and she hadn't been here for a number of years. And I wanted to show off all the things going on in Toledo. And I'd taken her down we're like at the Glass City Metro Park. And it's like, and my detective sister, she's with us. And she's like, yeah, the gangbangers are hanging out here. It's like, okay, well, it's nice, and you can skate over here. And I'd show her, and then I'd show her something else, and she goes, yeah, that's where I found my last floater over here. I was like, oh my God, this is, so it's like, I mean, it's stark how somebody who's in the field, works with us every day, sees things so much different than we do, and it impacts. And so now that she's retired, she is retired, and she's trying to, refocus how she thinks and, how she's doing things. But it's huge. It's huge, the sacrifice they make for us, and just the changes they go through, because they will see and they won't not see after that.
Well, and then you have those things, you like all that stuff you just said. And what hurts me the most is when people will talk negatively. Oh well, they should do this. And it's like, oh, you don't even.
Well, Marcus
know.
and I talked a little bit too. There was a story that came up out of Texas last week about 4 deputies from one county committing suicide inside of a 6-week period.
Jeez.
So I think it's terrible.
It's awful. Yeah. It's awful. But it sounds like his organization is really going to help some people. So that's tremendous. All right, we've got our next poorly explained movie. I'm using that guy.
It's Cole Swindell on Toledo's country music station K100. Married last year and a baby on the way. I think that he's going to have a really fun time celebrating Easter Sunday this year. And speaking of which, Lynn and Marco, minus Marco, Pat McCarty, guy in the 419 in studio with me. We were just talking about Easter on our Facebook Friday Live and the fact that some people say eggs have gone sky high, so they're going to do Easter potatoes instead. You're not doing that in your house.
Don't you dare. That's all I gotta say about that is don't listen. Before people complain about how high egg prices are, how much did you spend on your Halloween decorations?
Right, exactly.
How much did you spend on your Christmas decorations, right? You can spend $8 to get 2 dozen eggs.
I have met your daughter Julia too, and I have a feeling she would not let that happen in your household.
No, they would. All of my kids. You know who actually would be the most appalled? So Julia would be appalled. Julia she wouldn't stand for it.
Right.
She would actually go use her own money to buy eggs. If she really felt like we were in that much in need. Jack would be the one who would not stay. He would put his foot down and just say absolutely not.
There's some things that you just don't want to do without, but there's a big fight going on, I guess, in Maumee right now, and it's SWAT, and people want their backyard chickens, and they're not being allowed to have them. So that's going to be something else.
You're telling me that Maumee, the people, the government in Maumee is doing something that people don't like?
Apparently.
This is the first time for that, right?
I don't know. Those walleye fishermen weren't happy just another week or so back, but maybe that should be our Facebook post question today.
What
backyard chickens? Yes or no?
I thought it was gonna be what else can the people of Maumee get upset at the local government for? Backyard chickens. Should people have them?
What do you think?
Yes.
All right, let's put it out.
I would, yeah.
6:51 now. Traffic's in fine shape. Weather, expect a little more rain today. Our high will hit 51.45 now. Weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Cars arriving daily, right car, right price, right now. And don't forget, we have got, we're going to be talking Pickle Zone here shortly. The new place in Holland opening up, so we'll talk to the owners of that place. Baseball, too, season home opener for our Detroit Tigers. Matt Melzak will join us in here in about a half an hour on Toledo's K100.
It just seems like every other week it's like, oh, Maumee officials, well, people of Maumee are upset with the Maumee officials. It's like, geez.
Yeah, I know it is. It's been crazy. I feel bad for them in a way, but yeah.
I know. I mean,
you know what?
Nothing against the people. I have a
or
lot of
the
friends who live in
people who are
Maumee.
trying to do their jobs and represent. But I think Maumee, it's one of those communities. And I have to say, like a Perrysburg, they have grown so fast, and to try to facilitate the growth and make everybody happy, not an easy job.
Are you allowed to have chickens out where you are?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's got chickens.
I
got an egg guy across the street. Heck yeah.
You have chickens?
No, no. It's been discussed, but I don't really want chickens. We'll probably get goats this spring, but.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, what's the benefit of goats?
For me, they will eat every bit of poison ivy on my property, and I won't get it again, I hope.
Goats will eat the poison ivy?
Maresy goats and dozy goats and little lambs eat ivy. A kid'll eat ivy too, wouldn't you? Yeah. Well-known fact.
Poison ivy.
They'll eat
all
anything.
ivy.
Yeah.
How about that? I
Mhm.
never knew.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, there.
So that will be the benefit for us. My
Yeah.
husband he's always wanted him to help with the grass, keep the grass down.
Keep the grass?
Yeah,
So you don't have to worry about mowing the lawn. They
Yeah.
just take care of the grass.
And my daughters just think they're cute. So.
Well, there you go. That's exciting.
And I guess if we build a barn out back for my other daughter's horse, which we're hoping to do down the road, he'll need friends.
Right. Some goat friends.
He'll have goat friends.
Well, okay. So if you're going to have a few goats, why not chickens? Seems like
because I don't know. I guess I just seem like because they do roam and they do wander and I don't know. They just seem like instigators to me, and I'm not sure of that because I've never had them.
Yeah.
But,
I would love to.
But Bart, my egg guy across the street, it seems like he's always got something going on over there,
Yeah.
whether he's got a mink getting in the chicken coop or fox, or I think you have to patrol. And
that's the one thing you got to make sure that there's protection. I don't know where I am because there are so many trees. I'm surrounded by trees that there's predators just waiting up there. Hawks and owls and things that would swoop down and pick them up.
AJ, the meat guy out in Swanton, he says they're easy, and he just got a whole bunch of them because he wants to make sure that people are paying a fair price for their eggs and that they're clean and they're safe. And so he'll have eggs by this spring because he just bought a whole bunch of chickens.
Nice. All right. So he's the guy to go to for eggs. But that's cool. You have an egg guy across. See, that's why I would want the chickens.
Yeah.
Because I'd want the fresh eggs.
And he's always his girls are always laying. It seems like even when other people say they're not. So he's lovely. Bart, thank you. He's such a sweetheart. He'll always bring us eggs. But I told him last year, Tess, I feel like I really should be paying you for this because he'll bring me two.
But when they lay, it's like constant.
I mean, and I suppose he needs a place to take them.
Right.
So
otherwise they'll go bad, right? So, yeah. And I don't know. So Pat Wilson says that her daughter had 12 chickens and also a pig, and she was in the city. So Pat, did she have to get rid of those chickens then? Is that what happened? They were like, "Yep, anybody that has chickens, you got to go."
No, I think just that so many people are filing petitions or requesting, and some who aren't are getting a lot of complaints.
So help me understand. So people have in the city have chickens, and other people want those chickens gone.
Because because they'll wander into their yards.
Oh.
And I'm sure they probably, get their dogs all riled up. I mean, I'm sure, but these are also kind of the people too, I think, who complain about deer eating their flowers.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You can keep your chickens from roaming. They don't jump that high. You can keep them in your yard. I don't know.
Of course, and then a lot of them have those HOAs.
Right. That's
So they're trying to keep their neighborhood a certain standard.
If you're gonna live in a neighborhood that has an HOA, then you have to adhere to them. That's the price you pay for living in one of those neighborhoods. No, nobody ever complained about them, so they were good. They just decided to do the RV life and sold everything. Oh, okay. AJ's got an egg guy next door. See, I need an egg guy. I need an egg guy.
See, I'd rather have an egg guy than be the egg guy.
It's like having a pool.
Right.
I'd rather have a friend with a pool than have a pool myself.
Yes, exactly right.
I don't want to take care of it. All right, here's
That sounds so lazy, but
here we go. Here's your next poorly explained movie. A young man repeatedly abducts children from their rooms.
A man? I was going to say Monsters, Inc.
No.
Oh. Where's my good guess, Lynn? Come on.
It's really it's misleading when it says Oh, it says a young man. A young man repeatedly abducts children from their rooms. It's like Disney edition.
Gosh.
Anybody have a
You
guess?
know me somewhat. Have I seen it? Do I know?
Oh, sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure you have. Unless you're living in a cave somewhere. So remember, it's poorly explained. So he's not really abducting them.
Well, that's good. Because if he is, I definitely haven't seen the movie. Stay away from anything too scary.
Well, there's always a clue that comes along with it too. And it's animated.
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan. There we go. You would say, Kennel, my son-in-law built a big chicken coop for him. They would get in and out on their own. It was heated and had fans there in the summer. He dug down deep, put a little like a foundation. You'd have to have a chicken coop if you were going to have chickens.
But you should. But some people, and that's the other thing, they'll do something kind of makeshift, like a tarp or something. And
No.
So.
I think if you're going to have chickens, you got to go that extra mile. You got to get an actual coop.
Because
that's going to keep them safe too.
Well, and that's what I say, because that's the other part of it. It's in part not just so you get cheap eggs, but it's like you're an animal owner at that point in time, and you got to respect the lives, and you got to take good care of them.
You got to make sure they're not attacked. I had a friend who they live out kind of in the country and cornfields, and they got a chicken. They got a chicken coop and several chickens. And they would just during the day they'd let the chickens run. The chickens would walk through the cornfield and eat bugs and but they'd always come back to the coop. But this one just was always really hard to get in the coop. Just always really difficult to get it, And so finally one night he was just like, you know what? Fine. You want to stay out? Fine. The next morning he came out, feathers everywhere. Something came and got it. I think it was a coyote or something came and got it. All right. Well, this hour was brought to you by Insurance Solutions by Design. Thank you, Mr. Keith Clonch, so much for everything you do, for being a friend of the show. Here they are.
Libera, pessoal! Libera! Aí, que emoção! Olha isso, rapaziada! Show, show!
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. The guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
what's up? It's Lyn and Mark. Hey, what's up? It's Lyn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy at the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lyn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
Little splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You can do it.
Come on, Pat. You got it.
Ooh, Max. Yes. Max.
One of 2 pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son. Right
Oh
over here.
boy, Leslie will be having a ball in here. The pool for families, they have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
I love it. I just think, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect.
here.
Well,
Should
then
we
why don't
throw
we
you
find
in?
out?
No!
Welcome back. Here we go. No, Pat Wilson was thinking of the movie Up.
Oh, what was the clue again?
That was the one about that kid being abducted. My neighbor used to have chickens in our subdivision. On 2 occasions, our Boston Terrier pull the small ones through the wiring of the fence.
Oh my gosh. I'm not good.
She delivered a defeathered dead chicken to our door. She was so proud.
Oh my gosh.
The neighbor no longer has chickens. Kevin's like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It's a mystery. I don't know where those chickens are. How about this poorly explained movie? A kid steals a collectible from his stepdad and loses it.
Oh, Sandlot.
Hey, you didn't even need the hint for that one.
One of my favorite movies of all time, right there.
That's great. Okay. Let's see. Some of these are like interesting. A lounge singer goes into hiding after witnessing a murder. See, that's actually not a poorly explained. That's just a very brief synopsis. That's not poorly explained, I don't think.
I don't know if I've seen that movie then.
No? She finds God.
I don't know.
Sister Act.
Oh my gosh. You know what? I don't know that I've ever seen that whole movie.
Oh, really?
Really?
I liked it. I remember watching it when it came out.
It seemed like it was on television all the time
Yeah.
for a while, and I'd catch little glimpses of it, but
And then they came out with Sister Act 2, which was the same contrived storyline as Dangerous Minds, Dead Poets Society, all these movies where the teacher goes into a low income, rough and tough kind of classroom where the kid, but ends up through whatever they're teaching, ends up inspiring them, and they become better for it, and all this. It's like, oh,
Didn't like that, huh?
It just gets. I guess maybe Dead Poet Society isn't necessarily like that. But there's other ones that are. But yeah, I don't know. Good morning, Gwen Hartford.
Morning, Gwen.
How about this one? It's just 3 words.
All right.
Rock, hammer, sewage.
Rock, hammer, sewage.
Rock, hammer, sewage.
I don't know the name of it, but the one I'm thinking about is The Rock when his daughter gets trapped in a building and he has to go underwater to save her.
No, it's not The Rock. It's just rock, very crumbly rock.
Oh.
rock that you could almost crumble it in your hands.
I don't know. Anybody guessing over there?
There's a hint. Anybody want to take a guess? Help Lynn out. If you can, just type it in. That's the poorly explained movie. Rock. No, it's not Family Vacation. Rock, hammer, sewage.
That's Family Vacation's a good guess, though.
Yep. No, not The Rock. No.
I did the same thing.
Oh, he's not talking about The Rock person. He's talking about the movie The Rock.
Oh.
Which is who's in that? Sean Connery and Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. What's the movie? It's about the movie's called The Rock, but it's about Alcatraz. That's what that is. This one is The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh. Well, somebody was on the right track.
I like this one. 2 best friends go on a cross-country adventure to scale a mountain. All right, if you know this one, 2 best friends go on a cross-country adventure to scale a mountain.
Thelma and Louise.
Nope.
Is it animated?
It's not animated.
All right.
And it actually takes them 3 full movies to accomplish this.
Wow.
Yeah. They wanted to get rid of some jewelry.
Another one of those everybody knows but me.
With those hints, somebody's got to be able to get that.
Marco would have had it like this, wouldn't he?
Maybe. I know there's a little bit of a delay here, so I want to give people a chance to answer. Come on, Gwen. Come on, Pat Wilson. AJ.
Oh, I got to get my phone so I can get Matt Melzak's phone number.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, we are way behind because Pat Wilson is just... There we go. Diana Schaffner. Yes. Diana, great job. You get it. You win the prize. If there was a prize to be won, it would be yours. Unfortunately, you just get the satisfaction of knowing that you got the answer correct first. Pat Wilson, so part of the movie, the woodshop was all filmed in Upper Sandusky. You can actually go to the woodshop there in the scenes where they're working in there. But yeah, I want to get to. I plan on going to Mansfield and taking a tour of the prison. They just celebrated their 30th anniversary last August. They celebrated their 30th anniversary of the show being released, and I guess they had down in Mansfield. They had some of the actors there. Obviously not Morgan Freeman or Tim Robbins, but I think they had some of the other smaller actors there. Not smaller. The actors that didn't have as big of roles. Use that one on Min. Yeah. One of my Monday nighters. No, okay. So, all right. So now I can't use these. I gotta use new ones. I've got AJ watching. I've got Diana watching. They're all gonna.
Anybody guess the movie?
Yes.
What was it?
Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah, never saw it.
Pat Wilson, I'm talking about Shawshank as well. That's exactly what I'm talking about. So part of it was filmed the prison. They filmed the prison obviously in Mansfield, but the wood shop scene when they're the wood shop that they all work in, that was filmed in Upper Sandusky. So.
So it looks like, thinking of movies, it looks like the drive-in has got both screens open this weekend.
Oh, what are they showing?
I know Snow White and Mufasa is still on the one screen, but I don't know what's on the other one.
I have heard nothing good about Snow White.
Really?
Just.
But the coolest thing about the drive-in, have you taken a look at what they did to the concession area?
No, I knew it needed a lot of work though.
New owners as of last year, and yet it's like they have made it like this 50s style, like diner look.
Nice. Oh, really?
It is well done. It is well done.
I'll have to go check that out.
Yeah.
What I did go check. When are we talking to Matt? How long before we talk to Matt?
A few minutes.
A few minutes?
Yeah. I've got, so we are probably at about 5, about 5.
Cool. So I went out to, if anybody watching right now is a fan of pickleball, like Marco is, then
we will break him.
Oh,
This is a man who scootered up to Paco's down in the park the other day. If
Oh,
he
really?
can scooter in public and not worry about his rep, his street cred,
Yeah.
he can play pickleball. Don't you think?
I love those scooters.
I do too. He let me try it.
All right. So here it is. I got a chance to go out to Pickle Zone out in Holland. Check it out.
So you're a fan of pickleball. You love playing. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to because it's raining, it's snowing, could be way too hot outside. I've got great news for you because there is a place right in your own backyard where you can play any time of year, any time of day, and it's right here at the Pickle Zone.
We created the Pickle Zone because there was such a need in this area. It's like you've got courts in Sylvania, in Holland, in Rossford, Perrysburg, but there were very few indoor courts.
My goal was to get NBA level lighting in here. I know more about lighting than I ever cared to know about, but we ended up achieving it with indirect lighting, and there's no glare, no shadows. The court surfaces are all tennis court level of surface, so you're not slipping. You're playing with outdoor balls indoors. There's no wind, no rain, nothing to worry about. We wanted to be very comfortable temperature in here, so we have it both heated and air conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 90 degrees outside with sunglasses on, it's going to be 65 in here.
And here's one of the best parts for a cheapskate like me. This place is free membership. Here's how you join.
Just go to pickleballplay.com, create an account, sign the waiver, sort of, and when you're ready, book a court. You will have to enter in some card information in order to book that court, but it will be kept on file for you to use at a later time.
I got this. Now, went to the wrong court.
This is a friendly space for anyone. It doesn't matter what your level is. And in fact, we have several instructors that will help you if you want to book an instructor and take a lesson. This is a great space for everyone.
We wanted to have a facility that was dedicated to one sport. You're not playing basketball in here, so you're not going to be fighting multiple lines on the court.
I think we've done a really good job, and we're hoping that people just embrace this what we call pickle zone.
Bring your team out. It's only $32 for the hour for the entire court. So you can bring out 4 of you, then it's only $8 a person. You could bring out 12 of you, and then it's only, I can't do that math, but it's going to be a lot cheaper the more people you bring out here, but you get the whole court for an hour. It's great. So sign up now, become a member of the Pickle Zone. Don't delay. Start playing pickleball now. Oh.
I mean, it's like obviously big connection to the team because of your job. But have you been a Tigers fan, or who do you like baseball wise?
I'm a Tigers guy. Yeah,
Perfect.
I'm a Tigers and Red. So
Right, nice. Okay, 30 seconds. It's Low Cash on Toledo's country music station, K100, on air, online, and on your phone. And of course, today's season home opener for the Detroit Tigers. Not getting up there for the game. For those who are, yeah, you're going to probably have to bundle up and wear something on your head because we might see some rain later on. But still, I don't think it dampens the excitement for Major League Baseball season to be here. And of course, our Toledo Mud Hens, the farm team for those Tigers. So who better to talk to today than Matt Melzak, voice of the Mud Hens? Good morning. How are you? Oh, let me see. Hold on. Are you there now? Now I can hear you. Marco is on vacation, in case you can't tell. So he's usually on this side of the board. But in studio with me, Pat McCarty guy in the 419. So how our Mud Hens took a win last night? What? Wow. And you still got up early with us, even though you need to rest your voice.
I'm going to drink this on my own before I take it back to Lyn and Marco. Oh, yeah. Smoky margarita. You know, just to be on the safe side, I don't think Lyn and Marco would like the smoky margarita either, so I better just drink this one on my own, too. Rim.
my new favorite thing. I could eat this all day.
Well, the smell test is a 10.
Oh, wow. So that's just a lot of flavor. And that's what she was saying. That's what Cynthia was saying about the difference between Mexican food and Cuban food. Mexican food has the spice. Cuban food has the flavor.
Right. That's so good.
Well, this is twice that you and I are eating great food. Lynn's nowhere to be seen.
This is so good. I think secretly she doesn't want to gain any weight. So she's avoiding it. I would never order this on my own. It's one of the best fajitas I've ever had in my life.
I would agree with you. I would agree with you. You know, sometimes you go to a place and you'll order fajitas, and it's maybe half of that amount of meat, and the rest is like peppers and onions. Right. Like it's overflowing with peppers and onions. I'm not a huge green pepper fan, so like whenever I get fajitas, I always like pick out the green peppers, and it ends up being like half the dish is gone.
Right. I mean, this is almost entirely meat.
Yeah, this fajita, I honestly, I agree with you. I think it's the best fajita I've ever had.
Yeah.
I can honestly say it's the best fajita I've ever had.
100%.
And if you are heading up to Detroit today, game time again, 1:10. And I would say you probably can't take an umbrella into the stadium, but maybe a ball cap to keep your head dry. Florida Georgia line on the way, K100.
Well, unfortunately, I couldn't hear any of that. I'm sure it was a great conversation, though.
Seriously?
Yeah. Actually, you know what's funny is
Well, you got headphones. You should put your headphones.
That still wasn't coming through.
Really?
Yeah, and I turned it up, and you know what I heard? I turned it into some religious channel. I want you guys to tell me right now if you can hear this. I'm gonna turn this all the way up. I want you guys to tell me if you could. It's very faint, but tell me if you can hear this coming through. Wretched Radio.
Wretched.
We're picking up some other radio station on there. Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Some other radio. I'm not sure what radio station it is.
You know, it's almost hard to tell now, too, because sadly, there are a number of stations who have just gone quiet because they can't afford to operate them anymore, and they're just letting the signals go, and they're just going quiet, which means sometimes you're going to pick up other stations that you had not even an awareness of before because there's not an intermediate signal that's kind of blocking it. So
can somebody pirate that? Can somebody like pick up a like let's say like 99.9 just went silent, like there was nothing on anymore. Somebody could like tune into that and like.
I would think, because there's a lot of people a lot smarter than me out there, that it seems to me somebody probably could, but I wouldn't know about how you'd go about it.
Margaret says, if Pat shows up at the Washstrong competition, I'm going to press him over my head. Ah, you're on. You're on, sir. I'm going to challenge him to an arm wrestling competition.
Oh, please. What are you? Oh, my gosh.
What?
He was here yesterday. I saw those arms.
Listen, I never said I would win. I just said I'm going to challenge him.
You know what?
I did that
you
too.
know what you should do? Not, you're right. Not that you could beat him. Maybe the challenge is just to see how long you can hold him off.
Yeah. Marcus may be familiar with this guy. His name is Guy Cicernino. Cicerino. Yeah. He's a professional bodybuilder. And he came to Bullfrog Nutrition one time. They had this big event. And I told Paul, hey.
Hi.
That is some good coffee, Lynn.
Good. Freight House coffee.
That's a
He
damn
likes
fine
it.
cup of coffee.
I'm glad you like it. I thought it was sweet of them to send it over.
Oh yeah, yeah.
What are you drinking to eat today?
White chicken chili.
Go for it.
You know what is national?
He didn't seem excited about something that's freeze dried, but once you make it up, give him a
Oh,
taste, he would love it.
Yep. I'm going to today's chicken cordon bleu day. I've never made chicken cordon bleu, but I'd be curious. Do you know what it is?
I do. It's like Swiss cheese and ham inside of a chicken breast.
Chicken, yeah.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if
I
I'd
think
use
I
Swiss
made
cheese.
it because I thought it sounded so fancy.
Yes. It does sound fancy, doesn't it?
Yeah, it
Chicken
does.
cordon bleu.
But I like those flavors all together, so I don't know why I never made it again.
I would use a different type of cheese.
What kind?
I don't know. Maybe like a Havarti or something. Or even a cheddar. Ham and cheddar. No? You don't think so?
Yeah, but it's not. I don't know.
I'm just not a big fan of Swiss. No, you love Swiss.
Well,
don't
yeah,
you?
and I am Swiss, so it
Well,
all goes
okay.
hand in hand.
Well, that must be why I like the Irish cheddar that I found.
Maybe.
But I don't know. It's Swiss.
But when you talk about putting cheddar into something like that, it just almost to me makes it like it's, I don't know. Like you might as well Velveeta it up or put a slice of American cheese in there.
Velveeta. It's not even
Kraft
close.
single.
Okay. All right. I need help. I need backup here. All right. So I don't believe for a second that there's anybody watching right now that actually likes Swiss cheese. I'm sorry.
You kidding
I
me?
love cheese.
Oh
I'm a
my
big cheese fan, but Swiss cheese, there's no flavor to it.
What do you mean?
There's no
There
flavor.
is something wrong with your taste buds, and you're not eating the right kind. I mean, because it has to be aged right. Because you're right. I think they probably cut corners, and if you're buying like a cheap version of a Swiss cheese, they probably don't age it long enough, and that may be the case.
Okay. So where would I find a good Swiss cheese? If I'm going to try a Swiss cheese. Do you have a cheese guy?
I don't have,
You don't
a,
have a
cheese
cheese
guy.
guy?
Maybe I need a cheese guy. I just know that when I have bought it, I guess I could see your argument. Yeah. If
It's just always whenever I've had it, it's just like it didn't really seem like it had any flavor.
So cheddar's your favorite?
Not like traditional like yellow cheddar. Like I like a good like a sharp white or something that's aged a little bit, something that's a little more crumbly. I love blue cheese.
Ugh.
Blue cheese.
And
Oh,
that's just put mold in my mouth.
oh
Are you
my God,
kidding
it's
me?
so good. It's so
Seriously.
Pat Wilson
Whoever
saying,
thought that was a good idea? They had to be an accident, or we're starving and there's nothing else to eat, and so
it was some. Yes,
don't they make penicillin out of blue cheese?
Some starving person was like, I can't, like, well, here you can have this moldy cheese, and they're like, well, damn, that's fancy.
Give me more, please.
That's fancy right there.
I have more.
Gwen says no flavor at all. I assume she's talking about Swiss.
I like Swiss cheese.
Pat Wilson says Munster. Munster could be a good substitute to put in there.
Provolone.
I do like
Provolone would. I guess if I was going to substitute that in a cordon bleu, I would do the provolone.
Do the provolone. Okay. How do you get the chicken breast flat though? How do you roll it? How do you wrap?
You take your meat hammer.
But doesn't
and
that
you
ever
thin it
break?
out a little
Doesn't that ever like separate the chicken breast? Like, doesn't it?
I don't think so.
Because you got to get that real thin, right?
Not that much.
No.
You cram a toothpick or something in it to keep it together if you don't get it.
And you just you hammer it down, make it real flat.
Yeah.
My work has a Murray's cheese shop.
Oh.
What's I don't know what that is. Is that a
any cheese shop if you where you work sounds like a good deal. I don't know specifically.
That's AJ Arnold. He doesn't work at a cheese shop. What are you talking about, AJ? Cheese shop. You do not. Go to some of the little
40
shops.
seconds, and you're going to have to do those things going on in Toledo again.
Go to some of those little shops in the Southern Ohio, in Berlin. They've got. Oh.
Florida Georgia line K100 on air, online, and on your phone. As far as weather goes, it being brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on 25 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price right now. We've got clouds and it looks like occasional rain this afternoon, up around 51 for the high. Expect more rain tonight and it's going to be heavy at times, low 42. Showers early tomorrow with steady late day rain. Man, if your pond looks like mine, we're in trouble. The fish are going to be swimming in the fields. 52 tomorrow's high. Sunday, mostly cloudy, high 47. We're at 45 now at Toledo's K100. Let's get a quick look at road and traffic conditions. You definitely have a lot of roads still in trouble after the storms the other night, especially down in Putnam County. A lot of them blocked still due to storm damage, some of them due to flooding. And there is a risk of flooding through Sunday at 8 a.m. A flood watch in effect for Hancock, Lucas, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, Wood, and Wyandotte counties. A disabled vehicle on the right shoulder, 75 southbound at US 20, still in place. It does look to be our only traffic problem. 419-240-1000. That is the number to call or text should you see any other issues. I always appreciate your help in getting information out. 419-240-1000. Lynn and Marco, sponsored by A1 Heating and Home Improvement, where quality meets affordability. Thanks so much for being here with us. We appreciate you so much. Do hope you're having a great day. Time now for me to give you a look at sports. K100 Sports brought to you by Zavatsky's Custom Meats. Talked to Matt Melzak just a handful of minutes ago. Pretty exciting win for the Hens last night. A big rally and to get that extra inning win. They beat Round Rock last night 7-4. Took 12 innings to do it. I thought his voice did sound just a little bit rough. So he'll have to rest up for those that week-long series continues tonight. It is an 8:15 start against that same team. Walleye are on the road this weekend as well. Bloomington tonight and in Cincinnati tomorrow night. They'll be back at home next weekend for the final two games of the regular season. Of course, it's opening day up in Detroit. Tigers hosting the White Sox at Comerica Park. Game time 1:10. Guardians start a weekend series in California against the Angels tonight. First pitch set for around 9:40. Their opening day slated for April the 8th. In NBA action, Pistons are on the road tonight in Toronto. They're going to be taking on the Raptors 7:30. Cavs are in San Antonio to play the Spurs. Tip off 8 p.m. And speaking of San Antonio, big college basketball weekend. Men's semifinal action tomorrow night in San Antonio. Florida and Auburn in game 1 a little after 6. That followed by Houston and Duke. Winners advance to Monday's national championship game. And the women's semifinal games are tonight in Tampa, Texas, South Carolina at 7. UConn, UCLA around 9. Winners play for the national championship on Sunday. And that's your look at sports. Pat McCarty, guy in the 419, here to tell us what's going on this weekend.
Have you ever had a remote control car or a little remote control airplane or anything like that?
No, but the boys down the street did, and I was so jealous. They'd be out there all the time with them.
Well, you don't have to be jealous this weekend because you can actually go this Friday and Saturday. You can go to the Glass City Center for the Toledo RC Swap Meet and Expo.
Very cool.
So you can take your stuff there. They've got all kinds of things: RC airplanes, cars, trucks, crawlers, all these things. You name it, they're going to have it there. Drones. You get to see some really cool stuff. So if you're you're into that kind of stuff, you want to head out to the Glass City Center. It's going to be a lot of fun. Also taking place this weekend, some of the big things: the Professional Bull Riding Championship taking place this tonight and tomorrow.
Actually, Saturday and Sunday.
Sorry, Saturday and Sunday. You're right. My apologies. I got ahead of myself here. I was thinking of the other thing that's tonight and tomorrow, and that is Pretty Woman the Musical taking place over at the Shanahan Theater. So if you're looking for something fun, it's going to be a lot of fun. Also, though, tonight, and you're going to want to tune into Facebook Friday Live because we're going to be talking to some of the people who are starting up the Pickle Zone in Holland. Their grand opening is today. You can go have an open house, check out the facility, but stay tuned with us here because they're going to be in the studio with us chatting about everything that they've started up over there.
All right. Sounds good. And coming up next hour, we're going to give away some of those tickets to the Professional Bull Riders competition that's happening at the Huntington Center this weekend. So don't miss your shot at that. Do a little wire insiders for you now. K100.
All right. Well, I mentioned it. Here it is. Here is the the Pickle Zone. check it out.
So you're a fan of pickleball. You love playing. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to because it's raining, it's snowing, could be way too hot outside. I've got great news for you because there is a place right in your own backyard where you can play any time of year, any time of day, and it's right here at the Pickle Zone.
We created the Pickle Zone because there was such a need in this area. It's like you've got courts in Sylvania, in Holland, in Rossford, Perrysburg, but there were very few indoor courts.
My goal was to get NBA level lighting in here. I know more about lighting than I ever cared to know about, but we ended up achieving it with indirect lighting, and there's no glare, no shadows. The court surfaces are all tennis court level of surface, so you're not slipping. You're playing with outdoor balls indoors. There's no wind, no rain, nothing to worry about. We wanted to be very comfortable temperature in here, so we have it both heated and air conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 90 degrees outside with sunglasses on it, it's gonna be 65 in here.
And here's one of the best parts for a cheapskate like me. This place is free membership. Here's how you join.
Just go to pickleballplay.com, create an account, sign the waiver, sort of, and when you're ready, book a court. You will have to enter in some card information in order to book that court, but it will be kept on file for you to use at a later time.
I got this now. Went to the wrong court.
This is a friendly space for anyone. It doesn't matter what your level is. And in fact, we have several instructors that will help you if you want to book an instructor and take a lesson. This is a great space for everyone.
We wanted to have a facility that was dedicated to one sport. You're not playing basketball in here, so you're not going to be fighting multiple lines on the court.
I think we've done a really good job, and we're hoping that people just embrace this what we call Pickle Zone.
Bring your team out. It's only $32 for the hour for the entire court. So you can bring out 4 of you, then it's only $8 a person. You could bring out 12 of you, and then it's only, I can't do that math, but it's going to be a lot cheaper the more people you bring out here, but you get the whole court for an hour. It's great. So sign up now, become a member of the Pickle Zone. Don't delay. Start playing pickleball now. Oh.
You know, bookkeeping, that kind of thing. We're all responsible for marketing and sales.
There we go.
So
See, there we go.
a time like I'm going to be talking to Gene.
Guys, we're all seeing. You see yourselves there?
Yes.
You're all on. Welcome to the show. Good to have you guys in the studio. I got the pleasure of meeting you, all of you yesterday.
Warren Ziders on Toledo's country music station K100. Sadly, he making country music news this week because his girlfriend broke up with him. Not only that, he said it was a double betrayal because she cheated with someone he knew. I'm expecting some good music coming out of that camp. Don't you think? Some good breakup songs is going to happen. Lyn and Marcus, all thanks so much for making us a part of your Friday morning. Do hope it's a good one so far. We were talking about things going on in and around the area this weekend. One of the big things, a Pickle Zone is opening up out in Holland. So if you're a pickleball player, you are going to meet these people and hear all about this new place. Pat, you were out there yesterday to check out the place.
I did. It was great. And like I was saying earlier, there's a lot of things that as somebody who doesn't play pickleball wouldn't pick up on. One of the things, I mean, you walk in there, it's very comfortable. Temperature is great. But one thing I didn't notice was the lighting. I think that's probably what, it's weird to say, but that's what impressed me the most. Was like once you started talking about, I'm sorry, Ken, once you started talking about the lighting, it was amazing. There were no shadows. There was no glare. It's a very comfortable space.
Well, Ken, just one of the owners, Jim, Jeannie, all 3 owners of Pickle Zone in studio with us. And congratulations on all the great things going into opening this place because there was a need out your area, fastest growing sport. And the folks in Holland needed a place to play, didn't they?
They sure did. Thanks so much. Thanks for having us too, by the way.
It's a pleasure. When is the official grand opening?
The official grand opening is Saturday, actually.
Okay, so tomorrow, doors open at what time?
6 o'clock.
6 o'clock.
So we'll expect you there at 5:30.
Well, you know what? It's not any different hours for me, so that could happen.
Why? So I guess the big question is, okay, so pickleball is growing a lot. Jim, what was the purpose of building the facility that you guys built?
Well, it started back in the summer, and Jeannie and I were kind of like looking around for just a place to put a indoor building, and we found a lot in Holland. We combined our thinking on who we asked Ken to join us, and
Big mistake.
it just took off. We just knew that the need was there, and that we had to, supply. There's so many people out there that want to play,
Right. And they can't play for one reason or another because of weather. So what is your option right now if you're playing? You want to play an indoor? I mean, what options do you have? Like a church basement or something?
There's options around, but they're not the greatest because of like the multi lines on the courts, the bad lighting, low ceilings, just all kinds of different things, obstacles.
Yeah.
And you got the kids in there. You got different, you got
Not the kids.
Yeah, you're waiting to play pickleball, but the kids are shooting baskets on the other end.
Yeah.
So then you got to set up the nets. It's just a lot of things that you have to go through in order to play indoor pickleball.
Now, I haven't played before. Can I? Yeah, I mean, just as if I have any kind of coordination, and I mean, you think I can pick up on this sport? Is that kind of the charm of
Absolutely.
it because people can pick up on it fairly easily?
Absolutely, and that's why we have instructors there, so we can have all levels of play there. So sign up with Jim for lessons, and we'll get you playing pickleball.
All right. How much does it cost, and for how long can you have the court?
Typically, my lessons were 90 minutes, which is longer than most people. They usually do an hour lesson. Because I think it's so quick on and off that you need to be on there. You need to hit a lot of balls, and a lot of it's talking and listening. And
But after that lesson, after that 90-minute lesson, I could actually hit the court with somebody and
for sure,
play.
for sure. If you play any kind of racket sport ever, ping pong, racquetball, it all.
You've seen me ping pong.
It's in and air.
Yeah, it is. It's what, $32 for the court for the hour, right? You sign up. Really sign up. I signed up yesterday. It took me a minute and 40 seconds.
And you know what? And you
sign up
think
and go
about
out.
that price. You go through a drive-through with 4 people nowadays for something to pick up fast food, and it's going to cost you way more than $32.
I go through a drive-through myself, and it's $32.
You do something healthy
So,
or something with that money.
so yeah, I mean, but the more people you bring a group of 4 to 8 people with you, and you're all going to split the cost. And it's great. You get $32 for the entire hour.
Right.
And you book it online, right? You go online and you as long as it's available, you're given a code, right?
To get in the door, right. Picklezoneplay.com.
Picklezoneplay.com.
Correct.
And what's the exact address, Ken?
It's 6826 Village Meadow Trail, and that's in Holland, right off of McCord. You can't miss it.
All right, wonderful. Well, congratulations. Stick around. We'll do a little bit more on Facebook.
There we go. All right, at ease. There we go. Now we're off the radio.
So the thing that got posted on Facebook
Yeah.
yesterday, you had pickleballplay.com.
Yeah, I
We
changed
already
it.
took care
Oh,
of it.
you
I
did?
changed
Okay.
it. Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that was fortunately I didn't edit that into the video. So yeah, no, that was taken care of.
So you guys are all good players.
Yeah, I'm the best.
You are.
And the oldest.
And the
And oldest.
And the
Well,
most
you can't say
modest.
that on radio.
And the most modest. That's all right. Well, it sounds like you're a good trio to put together this business. That's
Yeah.
really awesome. What did you all knew each other prior to this, though? I mean,
We've met each other from
From pickleball, actually.
Yeah.
That's another
But it's
aspect.
been
Yeah, you meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
my
a
gosh.
whole new circle of
very
friends.
social. It's
Yeah.
a very social
Where did you play? What courts did you typically? What area of town?
Holland and then Sylvania.
Okay, the one out by the field there with the Memorial Field,
Yes.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
I want to say something about the
Veterans.
Y. I mean, the Y was an incredible resource for beginning players.
Great.
Because my wife and I took 2 6-week lessons there
but they're doing it in the hardwood
at
in
the
their gym,
JVC,
aren't
at
they?
JCC.
Yeah.
You learn all the fundamentals.
Yeah.
You teach you some basics.
Right. Great place to learn, but maybe not the best place to play because of the,
As you get better,
like you
yeah.
said, the lighting and everything.
Now there's professional pickleball I don't think a lot of people realize that. They think about it as being a hobby, kind of a thing, a form of exercise, but there's professional pickleball. We had one of the
I'll talk
players.
about that a little bit if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Great.
It's big money.
Really?
It's big money.
Yeah, go ahead.
Right now?
Right now. Go ahead.
So I just came back from Cape Coral, and they just had a big PPA tournament down there where all the pros come in. Ben Johns, the best player in the world, Annalie Waters, all the top pros. And down there, they're fortunate to have 36 courts.
Wow.
It's huge, a huge complex. So, and it was the biggest PPA tournament that has been organized yet. I think they had like 5,000 people that came just to watch.
Oh my gosh.
They set up the grandstands. They have 2 professional courts where they've got seating and all that. It's just amazing. And, the revenue, they have volunteers. I got to be a volunteer there. So I had a big job of picking up trash. But in that duty of picking up trash, I was able to stand there and watch them play.
Yeah.
So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
So I wasn't stuck in one location. But just every weekend, if you go on pickleballtournaments.com, every weekend there's a tournament across the country somewhere. The big U.S. Open's coming in Naples here in 2 weeks. So that's going to be all the best players in the world right there. And the other thing that was really cool is right before I came back, they had a college tournament. And this is something that I hope really grows around the country, where colleges actually pick it up, incorporate pickleball into their program, into their sports program.
Right.
So it coincides with tennis.
Sure.
Because it would be so perfect to play men's tennis in the fall and men's pickleball in spring.
When I was in college, I went to Bowling Green State University, and for one of my PE classes, I took platform tennis. And I loved that, and I thought that was so
you
fun.
can play pickleball.
Okay, well there you go. So that's enough. But
Now-
but what's the difference with the paddle or the ball or the equipment? I don't even know.
Well, the paddle is shorter,
Okay.
and
Okay.
and the pickleball is
It's like
basically
a wiffle
ball.
ball. A wiffle ball, yeah.
Oh, it
And there's 2
is.
kinds of pickleball.
That's gonna hurt. That'll sting if
Not
that gets
really,
you.
not
No.
really.
Ken,
Well,
you brought
if you hit
the
it hard
soft-
enough.
You brought
Now,
the softball.
Jeannie hit me multiple times with that ball yesterday.
She was trying.
She was trying. She's serving these up for me to hit, and oh my gosh, she's smacking them right into my shins the entire time. I didn't stand a chance. But now, okay, tennis and pickleball, they go hand in hand, right? They tennis players obviously love pickleball players, right?
No.
No, they don't. The difference is
Vinegar and water.
A lot of them have converted.
Really? What's the biggest reason for that? Is it because are these aging tennis players whose knees are getting bad and it's a little easier
I
on
don't
you?
know. Pickleball's just a lot of fun. And
Faster?
They try it.
You think it's faster than tennis?
Yes.
A little bit, yeah. You have to move more because the ball doesn't really, I think.
Well, the other thing too is the court is half the size of a tennis court. Basically
Yeah.
half
Yeah.
the size of a tennis
Smaller.
court. So you're right up as that ball comes off the paddle from your opponent on the other side of the
Yeah.
net. You have to react, and you better have your paddle up because you're never going to get the ball. And like you said, it's going to smack you.
Mm-hmm.
It's a deceiving game because it looks like it would be easy. It looks like, oh yeah, this is, but it's. I'm sure once your level, yeah, you guys are like, yeah, this is easy. But anybody who just blindly goes into it, you're in for a rude awakening.
Right. Well, Lynn, you're absolutely correct, though. Dying tennis players play pickleball. So,
But that's
injuries
kind
happen.
of great because you
Injuries
do
happen.
have an option. You don't have to give up a sport you love. You just adjust it.
Right.
100%.
And you've only got
Yeah.
10 feet to cover. That's the nice thing.
Yeah.
If you're playing doubles, you only one step either way, you got your court covered.
Right.
What about people that are injuring
Sorry,
themselves on the pickleball court, though? I've heard there's a lot of injuries that can happen because people they're unsuspecting, right?
Well, what happens is you get somebody like me in there that's never played before and is very, very competitive nature.
Okay.
And what happens is they start diving for balls and they overextend themselves and they twist a knee or
Right.
an ankle or something.
Right.
Like that. But if you play smart and you stay within your lane,
Right.
you're going to have a great time injury free.
Yeah, I'll tell you. So my mom got me out one time. I think it was last summer. She asked if I would go with her to the one in Sylvania, and I went out, and I genuinely had a good time. I thought it was a lot of fun. I mean, just people, you go out there, you put your paddle in the thing, so when you're up next, it just rotates around. Yeah, it was fun. I was terrible at it, as you saw yesterday.
Well, that's
but it was
one of the really nice things about this is you can have a guy at Jim's level, for example, playing with a person like yourself, and you're going to have a blast. You know, he's not going to. We're not predatory. We're not going to come out and hurt you.
Now with playing, you got the 2 courts there. Aren't you worried about like the ball like knocking into the other? Does that ever happen where the ball knocks into the other person's court? Or
A little bit, but it's not terrible.
Okay.
They mostly go behind you.
Right. Okay, so let's talk about some of the features of the court itself. You said this is tennis court level, like surface, right? I mean, it's really, really good surface. But something that I did, so in that video that I put out, I took things out and but you were mentioning the space around the courts. What's significant about that? Because anybody that doesn't play pickleball wouldn't even think about that. They wouldn't. But
I'm going to do a couple of good news stories, and we'll try to tack this back on one more time.
Okay.
K100 on air, online, and on your phone. Post Malone and Morgan Wallen on Toledo's country music station. Looks like we've got another day that we can expect to see some rain, up around 51 for the high. That rain likely this afternoon. Heavy tonight, low of 42, 45 now. Your weather brought to you by Jim White Toyota. Great offers on new 2025 Toyotas arriving daily. Right car, right price, right now. As far as traffic goes, no accidents reported, no traffic tie-ups at this point in time. We did have a report of a disabled vehicle. Does look like it's still there on 75 northbound at US 20, so it's right up there on the shoulder. Traffic is getting through there, so you should be in decent enough shape. But a flood watch remains in effect for Hancock, Lucas, Ottawa, Sandusky, Seneca, Wood, and Wyandotte counties through Sunday morning. So those flooded roads or roads blocked by storm debris from the other night, likely still a situation there, and those road closings are still in place. It is a Feel Good Friday. We thank you so much for being a part of ours. It does make us feel good to have you along. A couple of quick feel good stories we wanted to share. This one actually a result of a tornado destroying a Missouri home, Darby and Trendle Russum. And they found a photo nearly 100 miles away. The owners, Doug and Bonnie Hemman, who shared it online, they quickly connected with the young couple who lost it. It's their wedding photo. So they've returned it along with $300. It was donated by winery customers. And I think it was really lovely that they made sure when somebody had lost everything, they got something back to them that really meant something and maybe could not be duplicated. So that was really cool. 2-year-old girl went missing on Sunday evening in Philadelphia's Champion Park, found safe the next morning. There was an extensive search by police officers, random chance that led to a passerby who was jogging in the park, discovering the child in a brushy area. She just had minor scrapes, quickly reunited with her grateful mother after medical evaluation. So a happy ending to that. This is kind of cool too. Canadian researchers have invented a color-changing stir stick. It's called Spikeless, and it will detect common drink spiking drugs like GHB and ketamine within 30 seconds. It's designed to be very discreet, very user-friendly, so it offers a cleaner alternative to previous detection tools without altering the drink. They haven't received regulatory approval yet and not entered mass production, but they hope it's going to become available very soon. I think that's a great idea. Something that also is good news if you love tennis, if you love pickleball, well, you don't have to retire your game because pickleball courts are happening all over the place, and the newest and nicest one in the area happening at in Holland. And congratulations to the owners of Pickle Zone. They're in studio with us this morning, and the grand opening again tomorrow. What time?
We officially open at 6. That's when reservations.
Wait a minute, you officially open at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. on Saturday.
On Saturday.
But the open house is today.
All right. And what time is the open
4
house?
to 9 today.
4 to 9 today. So if you want to check it out and get self signed up maybe for lessons.
You can sign up. You can sign the waiver so that you're all ready to go.
There you go.
Get signed up online.
All right.
And then you're ready to reserve those courts when they open up tomorrow.
And what if people need pickleball gear? Can you help them out with that as well?
That's a good question. All you really need is a paddle and a ball.
All right.
You can get those at Dick's or wherever you'd like to. But we also would like to see court shoes. You can't come in there and play in your street shoes for a couple different reasons. Safety, number one. And number two, we're trying to maintain the surfaces, as we talked about before.
Sure, you bet.
Pristine as we can.
All right. Give them that address and website again, Jeannie, can you?
It's picklezoneplay.com, and it's 6826 Village Meadows Trail.
All right. Best of luck to you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
There you go. So Jim, when the you were talking about the pickleball being played at the college level, is this something that colleges are picking up?
It is. There were 32 teams down in Cape Coral from all across the country.
Okay.
The previous 2 years winners were Utah Tech, if you can imagine that. So it's just a little tech school,
right?
That they bring in good players and they hone their game. And this year, Florida won. University of Florida won. But these players are on the level of going pro.
Now, what about like locally here? I mean, are there any places around here, like the University of Toledo or Bowling Green? Do any of them have like a?
I think they have clubs.
Okay.
I think they have pickleball clubs. There is one person that actually made it big here. His name's Jim Bronson, and he's playing on the NPL, which is the National Pickleball League.
We had Jim in here in the studio.
So he plays for the Columbus Hot Shots. He's done really well. He just picked up the game 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And he's doing well.
He's doing very well. Yeah.
So, but you've got the nice thing about pickleball too is if you really want to be good, there's all kinds of different leagues. There's senior leagues, there's NPL, there's MPL, there's the APP, there's the PPA. There's all kinds of different avenues to go, and it's nice for the seniors, 50 and above, and we can play competitively.
How long before we start seeing pickleball as an Olympic sport?
They're projecting it to be in 2028.
That soon?
Yes.
Wow. That would be.
It's on the docket right now.
It should. If you look at some of the things that are Olympic sports and it don't have the kind of popularity that this one does, it would be just utterly ridiculous almost that it wasn't.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it should absolutely be. Wow. So 2028, we could see get the gold medal in pickleball. That would be. That's. You know what? I know the owners of Sylvan Studios in downtown Sylvania, and the nice thing about them is they make trophies and plaques and things like that, and all you have to do is pay them. They'll make a trophy for anything. So I could actually make a trophy for myself as being the pickleball gold medal champion.
True. The other cool thing I didn't say is that Jack Sock, there's some tennis players that are young that have turned to pickleball.
Why is that? Why are they turning to pickleball over?
I think they think they can't be the best in tennis.
Okay.
But they can be the best in pickleball.
Okay.
And it's just working out that way. You got Agassi and McEnroe, all those guys. They're playing a lot of pickleball, and they're still on the tennis senior tour. That. Yeah, it's just crazy the way this game has evolved.
Yeah. Oh, I'd love to see it. All right, we are. I gotta say this. Thank you to Costa Oil, our sponsor for this hour. They really do a phenomenal job. You need to get your oil changed. You can go anywhere. Maybe you got an oil change guy. Maybe you don't. Maybe you're just like, I'm going to pull into the first place you see. You know what? If you don't know who's changing your oil, they can easily upsell you on anything. But I can tell you right now, that's where I get my oil change, and I'm very happy with it. So if you need to get your oil changed, check out Costa Oil here.
Like, it's no secret you have to get your oil changed, right? Especially as it's getting into these colder months. What's going to happen is all the dirt and the grime that builds up in your oil, it's going to put a lot of stress on that engine when it has to do a cold start as the weather here is getting colder. So you want to make sure if you haven't gotten your oil changed recently, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's going to prolong the life of the car. Again, as we're getting into the cold months, you have to get your oil changed. Now, where do you go? That's up to you. Here's where I go. I go to Costa Oil. Why? Because I trust a man by the name of Keith Kalonch, who owns this company as well as several others. He's a good guy. I trust him. I trust his employees. You go where you'd like. This is where I go. But get your oil changed. Something else that's really cool, as Mark was filling up the tires, he noticed that the front tires were kind of worn down. The back tires look brand new. So another feature they offer is tire rotation. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. We're dying in the 419. Stay right here to 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
Yeah, thank you to Insurance Solutions by Design. Okay, so I was just 2 weeks ago hit by a drunk driver and my car totaled. I'm going through all the ridiculous insurance stuff. Unfortunately, Keith was in here last week answering a lot of questions that I had no idea. My own insurance provider didn't answer. So as soon as my 6 months are up, because obviously I'm not going to transfer now, but in 6 months, I'm definitely going to be transferring over to Insurance Solutions by Design. Just because Keith has the knowledge and he's got the knowledge for you. So again, if you want to even just talk to him, get a quote, give him a call. Here is, I'm actually going to have this banner going across the bottom there. You can give him a call anytime except for right now because he's in Aruba. But he'll be back on Monday. Actually, his staff is even better than he is, so give them a call and they'll be able to talk you through. And Kira's a sweetheart. So.
Miranda Lambert on Toledo's country music station K100 just competed in her very first mount shoot competition, and I guess did really, really well. So pretty cool for that cowgirl. Lynn, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Marco is out today. It is a Facebook Friday Live. Please make sure that you tune in on socials. We'd love to have you chime in and be a part of the show. It is just a couple minutes past 8 o'clock. Our show sponsored by A1 Heating and Home Improvement, where quality meets affordability. Birthday wheel, we're going to be spinning at the bottom of the hour. Jackpot worth $190 today from Genoa Bank. Make sure you're listening for your shot to win. And before that, we got bull riders coming into the studio, so hang out for that as well. It is 8:03. Here is your latest look at news.
So we're going to show a pickleball video.
Yeah, I tried to get my...
So you're a fan of pickleball. You love playing. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to because it's raining, it's snowing, could be way too hot outside. I've got great news for you because there is a place right in your own backyard where you can play any time of year, any time of day, and it's right here at the Pickle Zone.
We created the Pickle Zone because there was such a need in this area. It's like you've got courts in Sylvania, in Holland, in Rossford, Perrysburg, but there were very few indoor courts.
My goal was to get NBA level lighting in here. I know more about lighting than I ever cared to know about, but we ended up achieving it with indirect lighting, and there's no glare, no shadows. The court surfaces are all tennis court level of surface, so you're not slipping. You're playing with outdoor balls indoors. There's no wind, no rain, nothing to worry about. We wanted to be very comfortable temperature in here, so we have it both heated and air conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 90 degrees outside with sunglasses in, it's going to be 65 in here.
And here's one of the best parts for a cheapskate like me. This place is free membership. Here's how you join. Just go to pickleballplay.com, create an account, sign the waiver, sort of. And when you're ready, book a court. You will have to enter in some card information in order to book that court, but it will be kept on file for you to use at a later time. I got this now. Went to the wrong court.
This is a friendly space for anyone. It doesn't matter what your level is. And in fact, we have several instructors that will help you if you want to book an instructor and take a lesson. This is a great space for everyone.
We wanted to have a facility that was dedicated to one sport. You're not playing basketball in here, so you're not going to be fighting multiple lines on the court.
I think we've done a really good job, and we're hoping that people just embrace this what we call Pickle Zone.
Bring your team out. It's only $32 for the hour for the entire court. So you can bring out out 4 of you, then it's only $8 a person. You could bring out 12 of you, and then it's only, I can't do that math, but it's going to be a lot cheaper the more people you bring out here, but you get the whole court for an hour. It's great. So sign up now, become a member of the Pickle Zone. Don't delay. Start playing pickleball now. Oh.
There we go. So before we went to break, we were talking about the actual size of the pickleball courts, and not just the size of it, but the space around it, which again, anybody that doesn't play pickleball they'd have no idea what the significance is there. But what were you saying? You said there's
so the typical space allowed for a court is 60 by 30. The court size is 44 by 20. So therefore you'd have 5 feet on either side of the court and another 8 feet on the ends. But we have 10 feet on the ends and we have 8 feet on the sides, so you've got a little bit more room and space in order to hit shots like called around the post.
Okay.
Different things that come into play that people really want that space,
right?
Which is also why we put mats up. So if you happen to go too far, you're crashing into a mat. You're not going to hurt yourself.
Not crashing into a wall.
Right, and that's on the back of the facility also. So, people want the room. Somebody brought up, we might end up putting up little fencing between the 2 courts, because balls do become a little bit of a problem if they're going over and they stop play and, somebody steps on a ball. So that could be a problem. So,
but it's not. Was that building anything before? Or did you guys build that? That was specifically built.
A piece of land.
There's just a piece of land there.
Yes, from ground up.
And it's right next to Strawberry Acres. Right next to that. They've got they got the playground there, but also
near the library.
Right, yeah. Right. So just before you get to the railroad tracks, but it's a great facility. Anything else we can say about it? Anything else you want to mention before? I know you guys got a full day ahead of you, but
it is a perfect spot. I got to tell you. I mean,
yeah.
you can see it from Airport Highway. So if you can't find that building, by just giving you coordinates of Airport and McCord,
right?
Then
yeah, you go right underneath the railroad tracks, and it's right there.
Some of the goals we had when we first started this thing was we wanted to keep the fun factor as high as we could.
Yeah,
and the wow factor and affordability.
I mean, that's huge. That's huge to be. Again, you go out with 3 other people, or even 7 other people. You got a bunch of people that want to go out. Hey, you split a court and you rotate, because I think playing pickleball for 1 hour straight you'd get exhausted, right?
Try 2 or 3.
Right. So yeah, it's $32 for the entire court. Very affordable. But it's for the people who they want to go play pickleball. They're not looking to go out and have a beer.
So that's another great point that Ken just mentioned. When you go play at the Y or somewhere, you're taking your turn. Right. So that you're putting paddles on and you're waiting to go on to play.
Right.
Here you got a 1 hour nonstop play.
Right. It's yours.
It's yours, unless you need a drink of water.
Right.
So you are going to get tired and you're going to get your workout.
Yeah, you're going to get your full hour in. You're not have to keep taking breaks. And it's really easy to do too. I was on the website yesterday. It's insanely easy. You go on, you create an account, but once you have your account, boom, you sign in, and then you book a court, and you see what's available. Done. Now you don't have to sign it. You don't have to put because you got to put in card information, obviously, right? You got to reserve it. But once that's in there, that stays in there. You don't have to keep re-entering that information, right?
That's
so
right.
Just one time, and then boom.
Same with the waiver.
Yeah.
One time and
one-time waiver.
There.
You understand it? Very easy to do. You can do it easily from a computer. You can do it from your phone. So yeah, you guys, you really made this as easy as possible for people. So
thank you.
Jeannie, haven't we booked a pickleball party?
Yes.
For Saturday, right?
Yes.
A pickleball party? How fun would that be?
Someone has booked one.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can actually rent the whole facility.
That's great.
And what a great way to get your friends together to learn the sport. That's so fun.
Just come out.
Yeah, have some exercise and have fun. And,
that sounds like that's great. Well, thank you guys. Thanks for coming to the studio today. Thanks for having me out yesterday and humbling me when I was trying to learn to play. But maybe I should take a lesson.
Do you have marks? It wasn't like paintball where you'd come out all welted
I was
up.
bruised.
You look
I was
good.
bruised.
You look fine.
really more my ego that was bruised more than anything. So, but no,
I think it looked great.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was a great time out there.
It's a great video.
So thank you very much. Thank you. So, yes, looking forward to getting back out there again. We'll see if we can get a crowd. Maybe we'll pull some of our Facebook Friday Live viewers out there, have our own
Yeah.
pickleball party
I love
right
that.
out there.
It's a great idea, Pat.
Nice.
So, all right. Well, thank you guys.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming in. And for anybody that hasn't seen it, here it is. We'll end it here one more time with you guys.
So you're a fan of pickleball. You love playing. But unfortunately, sometimes you don't get the opportunity to because it's raining, it's snowing, could be way too hot outside. I've got great news for you because there is a place right in your own backyard where you can play any time of year, any time of day, and it's right here at the Pickle Zone.
We created the Pickle Zone because there was such a need in this area. It's like you've got courts in Sylvania, in Holland, in Rossford, Perrysburg, but there were very few indoor courts.
My goal was to get NBA level lighting in here. I know more about lighting than I ever cared to know about, but we ended up achieving it with indirect lighting, and there's no glare, no shadows. The court surfaces are all tennis court level of surface, so you're not slipping. You're playing with outdoor balls indoors. There's no wind, no rain, nothing to worry about. We wanted to be very comfortable temperature in here, so we have it both heated and air conditioned. So it doesn't matter if it's 80 or 90 degrees outside with sunglasses on, it's going to be 65 in here.
And here's one of the best parts for a cheapskate like me. This place is free membership. Here's how you join. Just go to pickleballplay.com, create an account, sign the waiver, sort of. And when you're ready, book a court. You will have to enter in some card information in order to book that court, but it will be kept on file for you to use at a later time. I got this now. Went to the wrong court.
This is a friendly space for anyone. It doesn't matter what your level is. And in fact, we have several instructors that will help you if you want to book an instructor and take a lesson. This is a great space for everyone.
We wanted to have a facility that was dedicated to one sport. You're not playing basketball in here, so you're not going to be fighting multiple lines on the court.
I think we've done a really good job, and we're hoping that people just embrace this what we call Pickle Zone.
Bring your team out. It's only $32 for the hour for the entire court. So you can bring out 4 of you, then it's only $8 a person. You could bring out 12 of you, and then it's only, I can't do that math, but it's going to be a lot cheaper the more people you bring out here, but you get the whole court for an hour. It's great. So sign up now, become a member of the Pickle Zone. Don't delay. Start playing pickleball now. Oh.
Weigh in yesterday.
There we go. All right. Well, that was fun. Pickleball. Can't wait. You ever play pickleball?
I have not.
No?
You want to go with us and learn how?
We're going to learn how.
I have some paddles at home.
Hey, there we go.
They've invited us to bring a group out and learn how to play, so we'll do that.
That would be fun.
All right.
Yeah, we got that. What time is the Cowboy supposed to be in here?
8:20.
Supposed to be in it. Ooh, he's kind of close.
He's new to town.
He's new to town, huh?
Well, as far as I know. All right, let's move a song up.
All right, here we go. Here's our next poorly explained movie. A cute pet stays up too late partying with his friends.
Cute pet. Is this one animated?
Nope. A cute pet stays up too late partying with his friends. The hint? They
Could
cause
use
a
one.
lot of death.
Caused a lot of death?
They cause a lot of death.
Oh. Gremlins?
Gremlins. Good job.
Thank you.
Hey, good morning, Vicky Schultz. something is being discussed. Yeah, I would love to see a real Cowboys. Do we have to answer questions? I don't know what that's about. Good morning, Larry Russell. Don Wells says, George, you are what you eat. I don't know the reference to that. Gwen says, heck yes, bull riders. I throw my cap into the washer every time. Amy Shade, you're going to have to help me out with that comment. I throw my cap into the washer every time. I have no idea what you're talking
Maybe
about.
voice to text.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know, but please help me out. Gwen says, can't wait for the Cowboys. I'm sure you can't, Gwen.
I know, Gwen, but they're not showing.
Yeah, we're not sure where they are. They're supposed to be here.
Stood up.
Find another good movie here.
Well, I guess worst case scenario, if we've got a no-show on our hands, I'll still give those tickets away.
Yes.
And I've got my.
Oh, I'm going to get the, just in case we spin a winner. You never know. It could happen.
Yeah, it's happened on a Friday in the past.
Quite a few times.
Yes, it has. All right, we've got one more song. I'm going to be right back. I'll check and see if there's any information up here.
Some of these questions. Yeah. There's that one. Here we go. Poorly described movies. Poorly explained movies. Ready? Here it is. I want you guys to answer this. Put in your guess. A goose suddenly dies and it makes everyone really depressed. What movie is it? A goose suddenly dies and it makes everyone really depressed. If they show up, can we do the wheel for tickets to the bull riding? I think they just do. I think they're just going to do color 10 to get the tickets. Did you mean the computer wheel? Boy, and Vicky, I'm gonna miss out on their fun if they're not in here. I was any word? Oh. All right, so anybody got a guess for that one? A goose suddenly dies and it makes everyone really depressed. I guess the hint, what I would say is to make that make more sense, take the word out. Where it says a goose suddenly dies. Take the word a out. And then it might make more sense.
Unless they walk through the door in 2 minutes.
We don't have them.
We don't have them. They said, but there was a miscommunication because I looked at the email to make sure the time and it said 8:20 and 8:50.
Oh, so maybe they're coming in at 8:50.
Perhaps.
Okay.
But we'll give away those tickets to the event.
Okay. Bull riding. So we were out in Colorado, and we were camping, and it was a Friday night. So it wasn't like a thing like this where it's like a big event. It was just this town's normal Friday night. And so there were kids out there. There were riding like calves and things like that. It was, just some glaciers and, maybe about 100 people. But it was wild.
It is just the lifestyle.
Yeah,
It's just like
it was so cool.
So crazy. Just the segments of the country where you can go and have something else be the norm.
Right. Right. I mean, it was like going to see like a local high school football team.
Right.
That's what it was. It was really cool. Oh, you're doing the song, aren't you? To get the tickets. Do you have the song ready?
I do, but I
Okay.
didn't have. I don't know. I'm not techie enough to have recorded it and
Just don't
put it
sing the refrain.
someplace. So I'm going to be able to play that 8 seconds, and I'm going to have to like rewind. So it's like it's not going to be good. The concept is good, but
Just don't play the refrain, and it'll be okay.
I have an idea.
I was gonna say you could tell me which one it is, and I could have it ready. Oh, but don't say it. Never mind. Just do what you're gonna do.
Luke Combs on Toledo's country music station K100 on air, online, and on your phone. I'm Lynn. Marco is off for the next couple of days. He'll be back in studio with us on Monday. So talking about big doings this weekend, one of the coolest things happening this weekend is the Professional Championship Bull Riders and Championship Barrel Racing happening at the Huntington Center. They got two big shows happening, one tomorrow night at 7 p.m. and then they've got another one on Sunday at 2 p.m. We are expecting somebody from the whole circuit to be in. I think that's the correct term, the circuit.
Yeah.
And so one of the bull riders is supposed to be coming our way, and we suggested sometime between 8:20 and 8:50. So not in studio with us yet, but I did promise you that we were going to give away tickets. So that part of things I can deliver. All right. And I thought, maybe kind of a cool way to do this is based on the way the Cowboys do things, and that is, how they have 8 seconds to ride.
They got to stay on a minimum. They have to stay on a minimum of 8 seconds.
They have to stay on a minimum of 8
Right.
seconds. That is absolutely accurate. So I thought, well, what if we give you 8 seconds to guess a song?
8 seconds of a song.
8 seconds of a cowboy song, to
All
be
right.
exact. So we're going to have to listen very, very carefully because this is going to go by very quickly.
You're going to have to play it loud so that I can hear it in the studio.
I'll play it loud. Let me see, make sure I got it up right. I'll probably blast you now. But you be the first person to identify the 8 seconds of this song and the artist, because I'm not making it too difficult. So you should be able to tell us the song and the artist, and we'll get you 4 tickets to the Professional Championship Bull Riders event happening at the Huntington Center. These are for Sunday's show. Okay. Are you ready?
Ready.
Here we go. That's what you get. That was 8 seconds of a great song by a great artist. And here's a little hint. He's coming to town before long. So we're going to be looking for the first caller who can correctly identify. And if you do, you get those tickets to the big event. This is Toledo's country music station, K100.
Yeah, I didn't hear it at all.
You couldn't?
No. So.
The monitor?
Nope. Wasn't.
Because if the mic is open,
yeah,
you got to have headphones. If the mic is open, that doesn't play.
That's why we did hear the interview earlier. Gwen says, "Man, can't we just do the 19th caller? When do we ever do the 19th caller, Gwen?"
Good morning, K100. Who's this?
Brad.
Brad?
Yes.
All right, Brad. 8-second song. Can you give me the name of the song and the artist?
Yeah, John Party. Ain't Always the Cowboy.
There we go.
Nicely done.
Going to the rodeo.
Oh, man. Great job. And now my song didn't record. Hold on a second.
Party?
Hold on. Let me see.
Hang on 1 second there, Brad.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Problem.
Brad, you know what? We're going to do this like you've never done it before. All right.
All right.
Okay.
We're gonna go live. We're gonna go live back on the air, and you gotta say
we're
exactly what you said
We're
before.
recording it.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, Brad's on the line. Brad, I'm looking for the name and the title of that 8-second song. Give it to me.
Yes, John Party. Ain't Always the Cowboy.
Woo!
There we go.
Ed.
Go to the radio.
Congratulations. You've got 4 tickets to the Professional Championship Bull Riders event happening at the Huntington Center this Sunday from K100.
Terrific. I'm excited.
Give me a good old yeehaw.
Yeehaw.
Nicely done. Hang on just a minute.
Thank you.
All right. Well, there's something, a really great thing coming up. It's Wall Strong, and Marcus Wall was in here yesterday. World's 2024 World's Strongest Fireman, and had the opportunity to sit down and speak with him. Here he is.
Hey, welcome everybody. I am joined online right now by Marcus Wall, the 2024 World's Strongest Firefighter. Marcus, it was great meeting you last year. Great to talk to you again.
Oh, thank you.
And you give me a little bit about your background as a firefighter.
I've been with Toledo Fire for the last 7 years, going on 8 years this upcoming December. It's been one of the best, most rewarding experiences of my entire life, being to help people out. It's been something I've always been passionate about. Before that, I was with the Lucas County Sheriff's Office for 5 years, and nobody likes cops. So it's nice to actually show up on scene, and people like to see you.
People are happy to see you. And now you've started doing something great. You've started a brand new program. It's almost through completion. It's a nonprofit. Tell me a little bit about, give me the name. Tell me about what it is and what you guys do.
So it's a Wall Strong Foundation. We are a nonprofit, and we are raising money and funds for first responder and veteran mental health services.
Why is this so important? A lot of people might say, oh, that sounds nice, but I don't think they fully grasp the depth of why it is you're doing what you're doing.
Well, if you just look at the statistic itself, for first responder suicide, it is up to 30%. So you're talking about 30% of all firefighters, for first responders, police included, all around the U.S., up to 30% suicide rate. And just in the fire service alone, it's 20% have PTSD. We go on calls where we're not, normal people aren't supposed to see what we see. And same with police, and same with our veterans. I mean, they go overseas, they fight, they see things and do things that normal people don't see and do. And that kind of stuff really can follow you back home in a detrimental way. And if you have no one to talk to about it, it's just going to build and build until something bad happens. And I've seen a million times where the tradition and the speculation has always been to not talk about it, to stuff it down, be a man about it, and you joke about it later or something like that. But you see that it weighs on you mentally, physically. It weighs on just your health in general. And we're trying to change the statistics. So with Wall Strong, we're trying to get the conversation started that it's okay to talk about these things and to get them off your chest, especially with people who have been through it as well. And that's what we're trying to do, build a community through this Wall Strong, that first responders and veterans can come with a positive outlet of exercise, with strongman, that kind of deal like that. And then also afterwards, you're already getting more healthy because you're working out, those endorphins, that dopamine rush from working out. And then all of a sudden now you're like, hey, these guys, I've seen and done things I've done. Maybe I can talk about it and get off my chest.
So what are some of the services that you guys are going to be providing?
So right now it's going to be the Wall Strong and strength and conditioning. So like basically Strongman 101. We're going to get over at Alpha and Omega Gym, also at Fitness for All Gym in Perrysburg, so we can do more than one area, Toledo, Perrysburg. So we can get groups together, and whether, coming off shift or your day off, that kind of deal, to go ahead and get that workout in. And then if you want to talk about it afterwards, something, was get a group and kind of shoot the breeze and see if people can open up. And the main goal is for people to get help. If it's not through us, maybe just being around us and us hearing us talk about it, you want to get help somewhere else. So that's the goal.
Right. How can more people find out about your organization?
Wallstrong.org. Also, we paired with the Jeep Fest this year. We're doing a benefit strongman competition on August 1st at the Valentine Theater parking lot with the Glass City Crawlers. We're actually going to be deadlifting Jeeps. Dana is going to maybe making custom chrome axles for us to squat with big mud tires on it. And then I got a friend out in Texas from Sticks and Stones Company. They build and custom make strongman stuff, and he's making stone rubber duckies for us to lift. It's gonna be awesome.
That sounds amazing. All right. So go visit the website, learn more. Marcus, thanks for doing this. I mean, this is such an important thing in our community. Our firefighters, our first responders, they definitely need this. I'm glad that there's people out there like you that are there to help them. So thank you for everything you're doing.
I appreciate it, man. Thanks for having me on.
There we go. So that's, man, what an organization. That's
Okay. And when's your
that's really
birthday?
cool. So thanks Marcus, for everything you're doing there.
Perfect.
First
Okay. And
responders,
email
they
address, please.
Need it. So well done. Well done. Thank you for seeing the need, recognizing the need. And
okay. You've got
Good
4 tickets
I'm
to
excited for that
Sunday's event.
competition.
I do have to tell you
Marcus
though,
says
Brad,
he's gonna lift them
they
over
are
his head.
2 separate
So.
pairs. The tickets are not together. There are 2 pairs, but they're not together. Okay. But you
All
can
right,
pick them
we're
up
getting
today.
ready for the birthday wheel.
Today.
It's coming.
Oh, yeah, they're available. Usually we don't have somebody. Yeah, I say usually we don't have somebody at the front desk until 9, but she's here. Okay. All right. Thanks, Brad. Bye-bye. All right, he's coming by for those. Birthday wheel. We're getting it all.
It's happening. It's all happening. Let's see.
All right.
You ready for this? Ready for this to get a winner?
Yeah, $190. That's nice amount.
Oh, I'm yawning. I can't do that. Got an hour and a half still.
John Party on Toledo's country music station, K100. Big date coming up at the Huntington Center for him. Still some tickets available. If you want to check them out, and if you want to check out the Cowboys, they're there this weekend. Professional Championship Bull Riders coming to town. And some of them in town. As a matter of fact, expected one in studio before the top of the hour. Congratulations again to Brad for picking up 4 tickets to that event come Sunday. But you know what? The giving's not done with because, it's time for... spinning that birthday wheel. We've got $190 in the jackpot today. Pat McCarty got the 419 at the wheel, getting us a month. Once we have that month, you
January.
call and be number 10, and you're in line to win the cash. If you are born in the month of January, get on the phone now, 419-240-1000. That cash could be yours from Genoa Bank and K100. Good luck. All right.
Who? Gwen, you're saying hi to Greg. Greg who? Gwen, I worry about you sometimes.
K100, hi, you're caller number 1. Try again. K100, caller 2, try back. Why can't I hear the phone line? I'm worried about that. K100, caller 3, dial back.
Are you recording?
K100, caller 4, try back. K100, caller 5, try back. K100, caller 6, dial again. K100, caller 7, try again. K100, your caller 8, I'm so sorry, we're going to 10. K100, I'm so sorry, your caller number 9.
Oh,
no! It's not fair.
Come on.
Goodbye.
Are you recording?
Yeah. No. Thank you. Hello. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Pat. Hello, K100. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
K100, who's this?
This is Michelle.
Michelle, your caller number 10.
Yay, let's go, Michelle.
Woohoo! When is your birthday?
January 25th.
All right. You know what happens? Pat steps up at this wheel. He spins at 25, and you got yourself $190.
He's going to do that. I'm sure of it.
He's pretty good at it. Come on, Pat.
Done it before.
2-5, right? 2-5?
2-5.
All right, let's do it. Oh, this is gonna be close. Keep going.
Really close.
Keep going.
Keep going. Oh no!
What do we got?
28.
28. I'm sorry, Michelle.
Dang.
That's okay.
Okay. Well, thanks for understanding. And January 28th could still be lucky. Birthday Wheel Recall happens at 4:20 this afternoon with Mookie. You remember that date, be caller 10, and you can pick up a $25 gift card to Danny's Cafe in Rossford. And our Birthday Wheel jackpot come Monday morning, $200 from Genoa Bank and K100.
Oh man, I
really thought maybe.
I thought maybe it was really close. Oh, so close.
You're pretty good at that, mister.
I'm getting better at it. Getting better all the time. Sometimes the unexpected happens like this. Yeah, just totally unexpected.
Hello?
Hello?
We got to thank our friend
Hello?
from
K100,
Insurance
who's
Solutions
this?
by Design, who's enjoying some nice time in Aruba right now.
My sister's leaving today for Aruba.
Well, it seems like everybody I know is going to Aruba.
Who's this?
Oh, what's so great about Aruba?
Michelle,
that it's
you're
beautiful
going
and
over
warm and
town.
everything's out here right now.
Woohoo! When is your birthday?
Do want to thank him for that. So here he is.
Libera, pessoal! Libera! Aí, a emoção! Olha isso, rapaziada! Show, show!
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
Hey, what's up? It's Lyn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy in the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lyn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
And I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
We have a splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You can do it.
Come on, Pat. You got it.
Ooh, Max. Yes. Max.
One of two pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son. Right
Oh
over here.
boy, Leslie will be having a ball in here. The pool for families, they have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
Love it. I just think, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect.
there.
Well, then why don't we find out?
No!
I gotta tell you, I went out to the YMCA with the kids, went swimming there at the Francis Family YMCA. It was a great time. It was very enjoyable. It was nice just to soak in some nice water. Oh, it felt good. Makes me miss summer, but until summer comes and we're able to swim in the actual outside pool, that one is definitely gonna be a nice thing for us. So if you're not a member of the Y, go talk to them. I would definitely go talk to them. Find out the different. They always have events that are going on. They have youth nights, they have family nights, they have all kinds of great stuff. So, and if you're thinking it's too pricey for you, maybe consider go talk to them. And a lot of times they base it off of your income. So, different brands.
Good morning! Yeah!
I thought you would be thrilled.
There we go. How's it going?
The studio should have cowboys
Pat
in it
McCarty,
all
how you
the
doing?
time,
Pat McCarty, very nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Robert.
Robert. Good morning. Hi. How are you?
Oh, I called you
What's your name?
Bob. Aaron Wright. Because I think that's what Troy called you. Okay.
They are here. Come on in and here, grab a seat right there.
One chair available there, the other over by Pat.
The other one right here. You have
Oh,
a.
he's not going to be talking.
You're not gonna be talking.
No, he'll get us in trouble.
Don't get us all in trouble.
This will like turn from rated G to like rated X in a minute. I'm like,
Well, thank you for thinking about that. We'd like to protect that license as much as we can.
Exactly.
Now, where are you from?
I grew up in DeKalb, Illinois.
Okay.
Corn town, like
Oh, yeah.
DeKalb genetics seed. I grew up there and everything. Then I rode bulls and team roped out there, and then I got into riding bulls at 16, and then rode till almost I was like 40, and then I started this. Actually, a lot of people don't know it, but PCB started here in Toledo at the old sports arena.
Oh, really?
No way.
I didn't know that.
2005.
I was telling Lynn, I was out. We were on a family vacation out in Colorado, and it was just a Friday night, and it wasn't a big event like what's being put on this weekend. It was just that town's typical Friday night bull riding. It was great.
Yeah.
About 100 spectators there, just people from and there were kids. I mean, there were kids riding calves, and it was a lot of fun.
It's it's definitely a family event. Growing up in DeKalb, we kept me like focused and disciplined because I kind of grew up like my early years. I grew up in Wheaton, Illinois. It's more of a suburban town.
I had a friend from Wheaton.
DeKalb, more farm town.
No.
So, it kept me disciplined and focused and out of trouble away from the drugs and all the
That's
bad
great.
kids and
Wow.
all the sketchy shit that goes on.
Yeah. Pull that microphone close to you. That's the one
Okay,
you're gonna like I am. You're gonna speak right into it.
So Robert Sauber?
Yeah.
That's correct pronunciation. And you are like the owner of this
No, he
organization?
just scrubs the bucket shoots and cleans everything up. No, I'm actually the CEO, the president. I started this.
And it started in Toledo. You said Wheaton, Illinois, though.
Yeah, Wheaton, Illinois.
So you
Grew up
just
there,
came to Toledo a lot, and
No, actually, I had a buddy, Steve Gander, world's toughest rodeo. He used to be at the old Toledo Sports Arena. So I actually rode there a couple times when I was a kid. And then Steve got out, and a buddy of mine, Rory Meeks, called me. He goes, "Hey, the sports arena's sitting there empty." He goes, "You want to book it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we can try it." And he needed me to bankroll him, well, we bankrolled it. And then after that, he went and did his thing, and I just kept on it from there. And so it started. So the GM over here at the time was Gary Weiss.
oh, I remember Gary well.
Yeah, where's Gary now? Is he still alive?
No, he passed away a handful of years ago.
Did he
Mhm.
really?
Yeah.
Really great guy. He was
Yeah.
one of those guys that really helped me gave me my start. And another guy that was here, Steve Hyman. He
But it
was
sounds
here.
familiar. It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not placing
he's
him.
in Toledo Theater or whatever.
Okay.
He just passed away 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Oh.
Good guy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So those two guys kind of gave me my start. And,
Yeah.
we went to sports arena probably 3-4 times.
Yeah.
And then they tore it down.
Yeah. Yes, they did. The thing, and it's like when I worked at rock radio a long time before I came over here, and so WIOT, we did, and it was always like the claim to fame. Steven Tyler loved the sports arena. He always talked about how it was one of his favorite places to play. It was sweaty, it was awful,
Dirty.
but it was gritty, and he liked
I
gritty.
agree.
He really liked it, but we nicknamed it the River Dome there ever after to make it sound less gritty. But yeah, that was the River Dome. It was kind of sad to see it come by. A lot of good memories out of that place, but the Huntington Center gives you a little more elbow room, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're not kind of doing those old wooden suits. and-
Right.
Okay, so Robert, CEO, president of Professional Championship Bull Riders,
Correct.
and Aaron, what's your last name?
Oh, he's not going to be.
I'm not part of the whole
just,
deal.
he just helps me out.
Okay,
Do
you
so
ride
you don't
though?
ride? You're
No, he did for a while, but he just learned.
Okay, all right.
On the other side with me now.
Okay.
I actually rode for like 40 years, but it's like I look at it now compared to the kids now, and it's like we're a lot discipline focused. Some of these kids are just real whiny and bellyache about everything, and I'm thinking like, this is rodeo, this is cowboy stuff.
Yeah. Cowboy up.
All right.
There's a reason that slang exists, right? Cowboy up.
I got a
Tough
daughter
out.
who's a cowgirl, and she's pretty tough as nails.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many riders do you guys have? on the show?
35.
35 riders.
Yeah.
All right.
35 bull riders, and we have 15 barrel racers.
Okay.
It's so crazy when I think about how they transform that hockey rink, because we're getting ready for playoffs at the Walleye, and we sell it out. There's such a big activity in there for hockey this time of year, and they transform it into this rodeo for a couple of days. It's so fascinating. But now we're talking about this event happening tomorrow and Sunday. When did you actually get into town?
We get in this morning about 2 a.m.
Is that when the animals arrive too?
No, they're going to arrive some tonight around 8 or 9. They're coming like 15 hours away. And then the other ones are like 5 and 6 hours away.
So these are animals that always travel with you. You're not looking for local. You don't get local animals here.
These are the bulls that the riders want to get on.
Mm-hmm.
These guys kind of like didn't vote or nominate, but they come to me like, hey, you got to keep this guy coming around. This guy's got spectacular bulls.
This was something my daughter asked me, because I bragged about riding a mechanical bull when during the urban cowboy era, and there used to be a bar that had one. And I thought it was pretty good. She goes, well, actually, Mom, that'd be a good question for a cowboy, because it's like when you've got something under saddle, she goes, you can actually kind of predict its movement. She goes, so is a mechanical bull good training? Is it as hard as riding it?
You know what? I rode bulls for a long time. I probably didn't get on a mechanical bull until I was like 25.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's like whatever. It's more of a novelty.
Yeah.
Compared to the real thing. The real thing's got a lot of give. You got to move with it.
Yeah.
It's got shoulders like we do.
See, that's what she said. You can kind of actually.
Yeah, and kind of like a horse, you can kind of feel.
Mm-hmm.
With a mechanical bull, you're on a straight, solid body.
Mm-hmm.
It's a novelty.
Not good training, man.
I mean, it's okay. Is like for muscle memory.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff it's good for.
I tried one at a fair years later. My muscle memory was not good. All right, we got 50 seconds. Let's talk a little bit about bull riding and your event. We did just give away tickets, and we had people guess 8 seconds. They had 8 seconds to guess a song, and it was kind of fun. So we did. That's how we did our giveaway. So.
Nice. How was the response? Good. How was the response? Good.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, very good. And when you're talking to make sure, just like I am, like right up into it.
You might be able to
We're not going to be able to talk as long as I want to this break, because I'm running into a hard break and sponsorships. But we'll get you on Facebook Live after the break. And if you have time to stick around, we can do another one after it.
Okay, I've kind of got the time. I've kind of got to be out here like about 9:05.
Okay.
So.
Post Malone, Blake Shelton on Toledo's country music station, K100, on air, online, and on your phone. And today, all over socials, because it's a Facebook Friday Live. Guy in the 419, Pat McCarty joining me in studio. And also joining me in studio, Marco's going to be so mad he wasn't here for this. I got myself a couple of cowboys, including Robert Sauber, who is the CEO and president of the Professional Championship Bull Riders, in town this weekend at the Huntington Center. And I know we gave away our last set of tickets to Brad, who just picked those up. But but there's still opportunity for you to buy some tickets for this very cool event. Thank you so much for stopping by the studios this morning. Nice
No
to
problem.
see you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. Now, this is something we say that you're head of basically of this whole getting it all set up and stuff, but you rode bulls for 40 years.
Well, no, I rode up until I was almost 40.
Oh, okay.
So I rode for off and on altogether probably 18, 19, maybe 20.
Wow.
Combined. But
And you walked in here pretty good. I mean, you're no worse for wear.
He's a good bull rider.
Yeah.
Well, that's...
No, actually, it's, you know, the whole thing is keeping disciplined and focused.
Yeah.
And goals. If you set goals and that, like, keep moving around and working out every day, and that's what I did.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of guys at my age, and I'll be 60 this year.
Well, yeah.
Wow. You know, and a lot of guys my age are not moving around as good.
Yeah, I bet it's a tough sport. I mean,
Yes.
it's like, what drives these people? I mean, it's like it's risky business.
It's really an adrenaline rush. It's the whole man versus beast kind of thing.
Yeah.
And it's a challenge. And the adrenaline rush is, you know, you can go skydiving or cliff diving or, you know, bungee jumping. There's no adrenaline rush than strapping on an 1,800-pound bull that's just explosive, blowing out of the chutes.
Right. Yeah. And we were talking a little bit about the amazing setup at the Huntington Center. They've transformed the walleyes ice into a rodeo, and it's going to be incredible. And you say, you know, the setup's happening now. Animals arriving tonight, tomorrow?
Late tonight. Tomorrow between 2 and 3.
Mm-hmm. And you were talking about how these are bulls. The cowboys say they're the best. They're the ones who are going to give us the...
So with our bull riders, and that, if there's a bull in there, it's really eliminator. Nobody wants to get on, you'll get hurt. Basically, these guys vote in because they're flashy. You can be a lot of points on these bulls and win on. And that's what we bring is a really even solid kind of bulls. And these bulls are athletes too.
Yeah. And how many athletes in terms of wearing cowboy hats are there as taking part in this event?
35.
35.
Yep. And then we have 15 barrel races for the Cowgirls barrel racing.
It's amazing, and I get so thrilled. I go to this. I try to go every time that you guys are in town, and get thrilled by it each and every time. But here's something I didn't know until today. I actually started here in Toledo.
Yeah. So 2006, we went to the sports arena. Gary Weiss was the GM at the time, and we just kind of tinkered around. I took a date there with a friend of mine, and then out on the billboard it said professional bull riders. I'm like, that's got to change. I said we're championship bull riders. So we changed the name of that. Well, they did on the billboard, Gary did, but that's where it all started. You know, the sports arena, really nostalgic old building. I mean, they've had Muhammad Ali, I believe, there.
Yes, Elvis.
Yeah, you know, Aerosmith, as you were saying. Kid Rock, I knew when he started out, he was there, they said.
Yeah.
But, you know, it was just a really cool place. So once we came back here 4 years ago, you know, it's like, where's the old sports arena? Now it's called a nail pouch.
Yeah.
Going over for lunch, I'm like, yeah, pretty good food, man.
Old bag of nails.
Bag of nails, okay.
Yeah.
But it was a really nice building. We went there for like 3-4 years.
A building cowboys would love. It was a little on the gritty side, but it was cool. But we're so excited about having you all back in town again. If you'll hang around a little bit, would love to talk to you a little bit more. And we're going to continue the conversation certainly on Facebook. So make sure you join us on Facebook Friday Live. But it is time for us to do a little something called Text What's Next. And it's your chance to tell us what song you want to hear next. We're down to our final 4 pairing in our March Madness competition. And I'm going to give you a choice of 2 artists who made it into that final 4. They're cowboy hat wearing artists. So give us I'm going to give you a choice of Alan Jackson and Zach Top, old school versus new. Alan Jackson's Good Time versus Sounds Like the Radio. So you text Alan or you text Zach, and we will get it on next here at Toledo's K100. Text What's Next is brought to you by Tim Hortons.
All right. So what are they texting? What are they saying? Alan or
Zach?
Alan or Zach? Who do you guys want to hear? Come on, this is not even going to be a competition here.
Are you country music fans?
Yeah, I listen to about everything.
Yeah, nice.
You know, I like a lot of Metallica.
Yeah.
Offspring to Chris Ledoux to.
You are eclectic.
Chris Ledoux. I
mean, just
nice.
That, like, you know, so the other day I was listening to Ernest Thomas Conway, these rose-colored glasses.
ETC.
And that's a really old tune.
Yes, it is. Oh man, that's a great song.
All right, Alan or Zach, you get to text it in here right now. You guys on Facebook, you guys have a voice in the matter as well, so make sure you let us know. Man, that's a lot of fun. So what are the times for the show tomorrow?
The doors open at 6. Show starts at 7:30.
Okay.
And then Sunday, and that basically it starts at 2 o'clock. Doors open at 1.
Okay.
First 300 kids get free cowboy hats each.
Is that right?
Day. Yeah. It's
That's
something we've
awesome.
always done. It's a family show.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, it's like you keep the families and the people coming in generation
Absolutely.
after generation. You know, it's like that old thing. You know, it's family affordable too.
Right. How much are tickets?
Kids tickets start at 10, and
Okay.
then adults go to 25.
Okay.
And then like the really good seats are like 32.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to get some tickets. I think I might take the kids this weekend.
It's fun.
They've
I mean,
never-
there's
they've never
just
been.
nothing like it.
Yeah. Well, I think I got to go on Sunday. Not just for the hats. But do you know why?
Why?
You don't know why?
It's sold out.
Sunday sold out?
No. Saturday night sold out.
Saturday night sold out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you have to go Sundays because you can't get any tickets for Saturday.
Okay. Well, I was going to go Sunday.
But there's actually a handful of tickets still left for Saturday.
Okay.
So let's not say this is sold out. Or anything like
Okay.
that. And
Yeah, there's okay. Why Sunday?
Yeah.
Because it's the Bulls and Blood, dust and mud.
Exactly.
Roar of the Sunday crowd.
And I like Darth
I
Brooks
gotcha,
too.
yeah.
Chris Stapleton's really good too.
Yeah. Yep. Chris Stapleton's very good. It's actually because of Garth Brooks that I knew who Chris Ledoux was.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in the song, right? He's in the. isn't
That's
he
the
mentioned?
what's the song? Well, he has a whole song about Chris Ledoux.
Okay.
All right, go live.
Okay.
All right, text to What's Next brought to you by Tim Horton. We give you a choice of 2 cowboy hat wearing artists today, Alan Jackson and Zach Top. Good Times versus Sounds Like the Radio. That's the story of my life right there. And it was a pretty tight competition, so good for you, Zach. But Alan, of course, takes that win and now makes it into our championship round come Monday. Thank you for texting What's Next on Toledo's K100.
All right. Well, there we go. I know you guys got to get out of here. You got to do your thing, but thanks for coming in.
Yep. No
Really
problem.
appreciate it.
Yep. Appreciate
Yeah.
it.
You made Lynn's day.
Yes, you
I'm-
did.
She's been.
I'm a little rusty on the interviews because I haven't done one in about a year. Because usually I've got 2, 3 my bull riders. I haven't really polished a room for this shit. So I'm like, here, this morning I kind of tripping on myself. I'm like,
No, you were wonderful.
Yeah,
Bora, pessoal! Libera! Aí, a emoção! Olha isso, rapaziada! Show, show!
Just like every person is unique, insurance coverage is crucial and needs to be designed for you, just like a tailor-made custom suit. Give us a call at 419-292-5700, or you can visit us online at www.insuredbydesign.com.
End of the week, it's time to unwind. Good times on your screen. Leave your worries behind. The way to start your day with laughter and cheer. Join us on Facebook Friday Live. We'll bring joy, have no fear. It's Facebook Friday Live. It's Facebook Friday Live, the best morning show in town. Local events and fun happening all around. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. With Guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live. Good vibes, great people, Lyn and Marco. The Guy in the 419. Stay right here to Facebook Friday Live.
That. Yeah, my day is made.
Lyn is all Twitter painted.
No, it's not, it was. Oh, he's a young boy, but it was so polite. It was so cool.
Said ma'am, tipped his hat. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
My goodness. I completely forgot to switch things over because we were taking that picture. But we got to switch over to our next sponsor, and that's Costa Oil. Got to get your oil changed. Here we go. Somewhere.
Like, it's no secret you have to get your oil changed, right? Especially as it's getting into these colder months. What's going to happen is all the dirt and the grime that builds up in your oil, it's going to put a lot of stress on that engine when it has to do a cold start as the weather here is getting colder. So you want to make sure if you haven't gotten your oil changed recently, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's going to prolong the life of the car. Again, as we're getting into the cold months, you have to get your oil changed. Now, where do you go? That's up to you. Here's where I go. I go to Costa Oil. Why? Because I trust a man by the name of Keith Kalonch, who owns this company, as well as several others. He's a good guy. I trust him. I trust his employees. You go where you'd like. This is where I go. But get your oil changed. Something else that's really cool, as Mark was filling up the tires, he noticed that the front tires were kind of worn down. The back tires look brand new. So another feature they offer is tire rotation. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
There we go. Oh, Lynn wow, you just.
It's so silly, isn't it? But I'm telling you, it was just like, I love that young man. He was so sweet. Aaron, he didn't want to talk much. He says that he's not a rider. He's helps do setup
behind the scenes.
He's behind the scenes,
learning the administrative side.
Exactly. And because I asked him about riding, he goes, "Oh, I'm good at falling off." So, and so he didn't want to go on mic because he's not a performer and he is a behind the scenes kind of a guy. But he was so sweet, tipping his hat and calling me ma'am and giving me the nod, fine cowboy style.
That was good. I can hear your heart beating from over here.
No, it wasn't like that.
Well,
he's certainly isn't sure. I'm old enough to be his mother, so it wasn't like that.
No,
it was
no. But
just
still,
that.
There's something that's charming and that's that kind of makes you blush a bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, coming up this hour, we are trying out the white chicken chili. How about cowboys and chili, right?
Yeah, it all kind of goes together.
Right, exactly. So this is of course, from the company called Freezy Foods. And I've actually got to I'm going to text Rick, who is the owner. Let's see. Rick. All right, so for those of you who don't know what we're trying right now, this is honestly, it's remarkable. So this is a company that was started by a guy locally here, a man and his wife, Rick Allen, and his wife, Melanie. And they just had, they had an overabundance of vegetables in their garden.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say children, but.
Oh, no. No, an overabundance of vegetables in their garden. And they decided that they looked at like how can we preserve these, best way to preserve so that it doesn't go to waste, and they saw a freeze dryer. So they you freeze dry them and then they last a long time. Then all you got to do is add water to them and they're back to normal, right?
Yeah.
So they started doing that and they thought, you know what, people kind of there's somebody that that you can buy those that candy.
There's a market for that
freeze dried candy,
mm-hmm.
and people sell this up. Well, they decide, they do candy as well, but they also do fruits. They do strawberries, grapes, bananas, all that stuff. But they also do actual meals like this where you just add water to them and they're back to normal. So here's what we're going to do. This says to open bag and remove oxygen packet from food. That's a good thing to do, right? You don't want that oxygen packet to stay in there.
I never knew that's what that was called.
An oxygen packet?
I had no idea.
So
I learned something new today,
There you
and
go.
had a cowboy tip his hat at me.
And this is the shelf life of this. It says best by November of 2034. So this is going to last quite a while. There's the oxygen packet right at the top there. Man, look at that. It's already oxygen packet, and add 10 ounces of boiling water. Well, there's the problem that I have. I don't know if I have a measuring. Do you think we have a measuring cup in the? Think we have a measuring cup anywhere?
No, but
Sometimes these things come with measuring cups.
but I will get you a cup that I'm pretty certain those styrofoam things are 8 ounces, which would be a cup. Let me get you one.
All right. Because I don't think these ones have the measuring cups inside of. Sometimes they have the ones that you can actually get the measuring cup. But look at this. This is okay. You open this up. That's what it looks like. Kind of weird looking. Smells like chili.
I'll bet you if you fill it to the bottom of that, that's pretty exactly a cup.
Yeah, that's 8 ounces.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's see here. Got our boiling water.
That tumbler gets a workout.
What's that?
That tumbler gets a workout.
No, it's not the tumbler. It's the it's the pot. It's the,
Oh.
Okay, pouring in the. Look at that, just like that. Maybe another 2 ounces. I'm guessing here. All right, there we go. Are we putting up the lanes for next week?
Yes.
Okay, $200. All right, then you seal the bag. Gently agitate the bag to distribute the water. Be careful not to over agitate the bag.
You don't want to burn yourself.
You don't want to burn yourself. It says, be careful not to over agitate the bag and hurt its feelings. So funny. So funny, Rick.
So you brought that humor to your classroom every day. Didn't you have a student and mother both remember you so well?
That was pretty remarkable.
It really was. And you remembered his name. I'm impressed.
Well, thank you. Well, that doesn't happen for everybody.
No.
That doesn't happen for every student that I had. So, ooh, that's hot. It's real hot.
Be careful. Worst burn I ever got in my life.
Some boiling water.
Steam.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, should be in there now. Okay. So, maintaining a hot environment is key to proper rehydration. Consider wrapping your bag in some towels to insulate for better results. Well, don't have that. After 15 minutes, stir and wait for 5 more minutes. All right, so we'll wait 15 minutes. That'll be 9:25. We'll put that on the clock. There we go. That's going to sit right there. You can go to freezyfoods.com and get see what all the things they have on their menu, all the great stuff that they have. I'm a big fan. I like it. I don't know, some people they buy those oh, we just completely got rid of the weights, didn't we?
Yes.
The weights.
We did.
I have something to talk about that though.
You do?
Yeah.
All right.
So I did the in-body test. So where I go to work out, they have an in-body machine,
Yeah.
right? Tells you how much fat. So what it told me was, it was able, because I stepped on the scale and I was 246, and it's like, good God, like what
I know
is happening? But what the in-body scan does is it measures out your body fat, measures out your muscle, all that stuff. I have in the past 5 weeks, I lost 2 pounds of body fat, and I gained 6 pounds of muscle.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
So it's able to show you all that stuff, and that's why you don't just go with the scale.
And it
because
is
if you're working out regularly, and all you're doing, if you are doing a regular workout where you're lifting weights, you're doing cardio, you're going to get discouraged.
Yeah.
You're going to get discouraged because you're going to see that weight stay the same. You're like, oh, what is happening? And what my trainer said was, keep doing what you're doing, because what's going to happen is eventually you're gaining that muscle, and it's going to gain, and eventually the fat is just going to start melting off. But the more muscle you have, so I gained 6 pounds of muscle. The more muscle you have, the more your body burns calories to maintain that muscle.
Mm-hmm.
And so when it's burned, so even when you're not working out, it's still burning even more calories than it does when you don't have that muscle.
Yeah.
So we said, you're going to see, if you just keep it up, you're gonna see that.
That's the
fat
hard
just
part,
drop
and
off.
I guess that's the reason to actually stay off the scale for a while if you know you're
Yes.
doing all the right things,
Right.
Because it's too discouraging then, saying you're not waiting for that moment to happen.
It's-
Because that's what I do. I think I was doing so good. I've been working out, at least twice a week, 3 times is what I've been trying to get in,
Yeah.
and I've done so much. It's like because before it was like the treadmill was like, oh gosh, walk a quarter mile, run a quarter. So I ran 1 3/4 mile, and
Right.
then I walked another half. I'm on the other side of 2 miles, and most of that is definitely at a run, and I've got it set for about 5.3.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
so but I'm thinking, and I'm feeling good, and I feel stronger, and it's like, and I get on the scale and say, how is this? This is ridiculous. So I gained 2 pounds, and it's so discouraging. It makes you think, why am I going through all this hard work?
Right. And I've said it time and time and time and time again, which is when you're working out, your body is going to hold on to water because it wants to heal the muscles, right? So when you're using muscles, your muscles are going to hold on to more water. So you can gain 20 pounds of water weight.
Yeah.
If you're depending on what you've eaten,
Yeah.
and as in like how much sodium you've taken in,
Well,
so your body just holds on
And
to
I
all
think
that.
what we were trying to do too is increase fitness and not just get skinny. So that's another thing, because
Correct.
I mean, I have been on that roller coaster my whole life, and I know how to lose weight,
Yeah.
and I know exactly what I do, and I eat about 1,000 calories a day
Right.
and drink a ton of water,
Yeah.
and then, yeah, sure, I could drop 5-10 pounds in a month. I don't want to do that, because
Right.
then the next month I'll gain it right back.
You want
So
to be
this is
physically
about
fit.
getting older and staying fit and being trim,
Right.
and that's the goal, to have all of those things. I don't have to be skinny. I don't ever have to get in a bikini ever again,
Right.
But I just like to be fit and fairly trim.
Be able to, if you fall down on the ground,
Right.
you're gonna be glad you have that muscle there.
Right.
That accident that I was in would have been a lot worse had I not been working out as much as I've been in the past couple months.
Yeah.
There would have been a lot more, but because my muscles were stronger,
Yeah.
I was able to take that blow.
But anyway, so I got all discouraged after I got on the scale this morning. I thought, man, I'm glad I'm not doing that thing with you guys. But I've got to figure it out though, because like I said, I have to keep on the path that I'm on then, and not let this morning's number be so discouraging to me.
Yeah.
I just have to keep on the path.
Keep eating healthy and every now and
But
then it's okay to treat yourself.
And that's the thing. And
You
it's
know?
like, and I am not as good as I should be consistently with
Right.
my diet, because like I said, I know what I need to do, but I like having a beer with my husband, and I'm like, so it's like, so I'm thinking, well, if I ran the 2 miles a day, I can do that. I can, and stay where I'm at.
Right. Right.
But it's not help my cause to actually lose anything. So if I have to really decide if that's what I want.
I think you look great.
You-
I wouldn't change
I
a thing
love
about
you.
you, Lyn.
You're so sweet.
I wouldn't change anything.
Mm-hmm.
Me, when I see myself on video, like playing pickleball, like I was, I see myself there. I'm like, ooh,
I'm sure
that's
I'll do
not
the same thing.
that's not good. That's not pretty looking. So,
But you know what? But that's something else. And change up the gym. If we get Marco interested, Beth Ann, maybe we actually go and we do that one, so we can set up at the gym.
Right.
And that's pure cardio. I mean,
yeah,
yeah.
and that's really good cardio. I mean, you really do. I would just, in the 2 or 3 minutes that she was serving up shots to me, I was,
and not these kind of shots.
not these shots, but I was feeling a little winded. So I thought, I think there is something to this. Oh,
so
boy.
how long's that white chicken chili have to marinate or
So we got
agitate?
9 more minutes on the white chicken chili, and then after that we can we stir it and let it sit for 5 more minutes.
It's not white chicken chili. What inspired this? White chicken chili day. What inspired you to bring it in?
It's what he gave me.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
He gave me the white chicken chili. I also have a chicken noodle soup and a queso mac and cheese. So, but he really wanted to show off he wanted me to show off the white chicken chili. He's been begging me to show off the white chicken chili. So I said, okay, I'll do it.
We've got another 3 minutes before we have to break.
Okay. I suppose I need a joke for today, don't I?
Yes, you do.
All
I'm
right.
counting on you.
Okay. I'll get something together.
Let's see if anybody had opinions about the backyard chickens. Yeah, actually about 50 people weighing in.
Is that right? What are they saying?
Let's see. For those who can be responsible for them, sure. Problem is most aren't. Like my neighbor, for example. She got a small flock, raised them, but was shocked to see how easily they got out because she thought they were flightless. See, this is the thing. Inform. And it is in uninformed people in kind of any situation that ruin things for everybody else. But the neighbor loses all but one or two, got more. Those chickens continuously got into my yard, and my dogs killed them one by one, simultaneously making them sick when they did. Oh, they'd kill a chicken and vomit the rest of the day. And then she's down to one again. Just got more chicks, mind you. I've never seen them collecting eggs from said chickens. Okay, well, thank you for weighing in. Appreciate that. Now, see, Tamara says, how do we feel about no grocery stores in the city? Yeah, that's a bad thing. There's definitely a problem with grocery stores, and you've got grocery store deserts every place now. That is a hard thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. I have them somewhere near my house. If I find them, I'll let you know when the barbecue is. Mike, shame on you. Bobby Joe says we had 6 chickens and I missed them. The coop was inside a dog kennel and we would let them roam the yard when we were home. Great for eating bugs. Sherry says, who cares? Chickens should be the least of our problems or concerns. Other people are suggesting limiting them. And as long as there's no rooster, the roosters can be, yeah.
The roosters can be mean.
Well, they are.
My daughter got Maggie, poor little Maggie, got poked in the butt. She still remembers it by a rooster.
Well, yeah, she's kind of like you just poked her in the butt. If she's little, and you could have poked her eye out. They are mean.
Yeah.
And they are loud. And even though they're supposed to crow in the morning, that's not always necessarily the case.
I hear
it's
some
like
going on.
all day.
I remember we had a neighbor growing up that somebody on the street had a rooster.
Maybe narcoleptic because at any time of day.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. So in city limits, I think that I could see where that would be problematic.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of people weighing in. If you choose to, would love to hear from you. How do you feel about backyard chickens within city limits? Folks in Maumee, and I guess even Swanton is struggling with that issue a little bit.
So, I found a vehicle.
You did find a vehicle?
Found a vehicle. A new car.
Are you getting a Jeep?
I'm getting a Jeep.
Oh, Jeep 4x4 day today. Congratulations.
Yeah. Oh, it is 4x4 day.
Yeah.
So that will be, that's exciting. It's a black Jeep Wrangler. So
cool.
I would put the logo back up on it.
New?
And now 2017.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I don't need a new one.
No. No. And the thing is about a Wrangler, it doesn't lose its value either.
Right.
So, no.
So no, I'm excited about it. It looks really nice. I still have to take it for a test drive today, but I think everything is. I mean, it was
good.
Pretty babied. It was a 2017. It's 49,000 miles, so not a lot.
Oh my
of
gosh,
miles
that's
on it.
great.
And it's so pretty good condition. So
I'm glad that you're
affordability.
Going to get back into a Jeep. You just should be.
That's where I belong.
Yeah,
I never thought I was a Jeep guy until I started driving the Wrangler or started driving the Gladiator. I thought I like this. I think I'm gonna like the Wrangler even more. The Gladiator just had so much sentimental value.
I know.
You know,
So sorry about that.
They are actually W2L reached out to me. They said
Really?
they want to do a story about the Blade. I'm in the Blade. I don't know if you saw that. My story was in the Blade.
No.
About and I said I don't really. I mean, I said there's not really much of a story.
One more person hit by a drunk
I
driver.
got hit by a drunk. They said, well, there's a story about. That's the story is people that are driving drunk and and then they interviewed also the Hefflinger family who lost their son.
And now is
several years ago.
really good timing too, because as you go into spring and summer months,
Right.
and people are a little looser, a little freer, it's a good reminder right now,
Right.
Because they are taking the top off of their Jeeps and zipping around and
Yeah.
So
and
actually,
people are just the people are out there. They're drinking. Here's the thing is, and this is what I said in the article. I said, I'm never going to judge somebody for going out and having a drink.
Right.
No, by all means, do it. But if you're, you go out for one or two, okay. But if you're going out and you're getting really drunk,
hammered, yeah,
call a friend, call a family member, call an Uber, call a Lyft.
There's so many options
there
now
are.
to getting
There's
a ride
no
home.
reason
No.
to get behind the wheel when you're that drunk.
No, and there's no reason that somebody should be in a public place and getting served if they're like that too, because everybody has been trained and warned, and it's like I don't even know how that happens either.
Yep. Yeah, my buddy Rob Kelm, who owns Frogtown Johnny's, had a meeting with all of the staff talking about just that after the accident, saying, hey, you've got to really look at these people and look at their behavior. Like, you cannot overserve them. How long before we go in?
I just saw something I didn't see before, and I think I was supposed to do this earlier in the show, and I did not.
No.
Dang. I guess I could still do it now, but I hate to make it sound like a throwaway.
What is it?
Concert tickets. Yes, if they're scheduled, I should do it.
Let's do it.
I'm going to tease it for 35, so give people a heads up.
Okay.
Sam Hunt on Toledo's country music station, K100, on air, online, and on your phone. I'm Lynn. Marco is off today. It is a Facebook Friday Live, so hopefully you're tuning in not just to the radio, but also to socials to be a part of the show. It's been a good morning. A lot of people being a part of the show by weighing in on our Facebook post today, asking about backyard chickens and what you think about chickens, backyard chickens in the city. And yeah, we've got a lot of opinions, and apparently it comes down to basically whether or not there's a rooster in the flock, whether or not people actually know what they're doing, and being respectful of their neighbors. And yeah, so yeah, would love to have you weigh in on that. Please do at our Facebook page. Marco's off until Monday. He will be back with us then. We've had a pretty good morning traffic-wise. I know a lot of road closures still in place after storm debris and flooding from Wednesday night's event, and most of those are still in place. So if they were an issue for you yesterday, they likely are again today. We've been good as far as accident-free, incident-free. If you run into a problem, please keep our number close. Let us know about it at 419-240-1000. A number you also want to keep close. Looks like we still got concert tickets to give away before this hour's out. Speaking of concerts, make sure that you are listening Monday morning, because we've got another show announcement ready to go. We're going to have details for you Monday morning at 9 a.m., along with the chance for you to win the first pair of tickets. Only here on Toledo's country music station, K100. Bailey Z coming up by request. We'll get a concert psych up ready for John Party as well. Hang in. I got to make sure that that's not like our concert announcement for Monday and there was a mix-up like it was, because I don't see anything for Monday for this show, but I better find out. Not that the boss ever makes mistakes, but all right, I need to get a live commercial in here, and then I'm going to find out about that.
All right, you do that, and I am going to go grab a spoon.
Okay.
All right. Well, I have just sealed up. I got this out. I was 15 minutes in there. And then,
all right, let's talk appliances for a quick minute. You need them, but you find the idea of shopping for them a little bit daunting. Well, appliance shopping can be a little bit overwhelming nowadays. There are so many choices that can be made. Lucky for us, there's also DeRocher's appliance stores. DeRocher's prides themselves on having experts on hand always to help you out with your appliance needs. They're there to answer your every question. They're seasoned, they're personable, and they know appliances like nobody else. And here's the really cool thing about them too. You walk into their store, it's like walking into their home. They're never going to pressure sell you. They're going to welcome you. They're going to show you around. Their goal is to get to know what your needs are, what's worked for you in the past, what's something that you love, something what hasn't worked for you, and then they're going to help you purchase what is right. So if you're looking for something just solid, hard working to keep home safe and healthy and clean, they have got it. But you might be looking for bells and whistles and something customized and extra. I'm telling you, DeRocher's has got it. They are stocked wall to wall, ceiling to ceiling, right from their warehouses into their stores. Commercial grade washers and dryers, steam closet, things you don't find every place else. French door fridges, the deep freezes, the microwaves, the wine chillers, whatever it is, DeRocher's can take care of you, and they will do it making sure that you get the best price possible, because digital price tags will keep checking prices in the region 4 times daily to ensure just that. Go to their website if you want to shop online. They'll take care of you right there as well, DeRochersOnline.com. But I think it's more fun to get into this store. You can even shop furniture and mattresses up at their Monroe Street store, 222 South Monroe in Monroe, or you can head to their their store with the live working and amazing kitchens, 5555 Monroe Street in Sylvania. DeRocher's appliance expert since 1951. Tell them Lynn Casey sent you.
well, the white chicken chili is smelling delicious.
Well, good. So these Cody Johnson tickets, they're well, that's all right. If you're just watching Facebook, you got the edge. We got Cody Johnson tickets, and they are for today.
Oh, all right.
They're for a show in Columbus, but that may be as close as he is coming.
Hey.
Yeah.
I've traveled further for less.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, the white chicken chili is just about ready. Lynn, are you so excited to try this?
It smells really good. And the last time you brought in a sample of food from that place, it really was delicious.
Yeah.
It was shockingly so.
So you can go to freezyfoods.com and check out everything they have on their menu. You can order online. You know who ordered some? Kevin Webb.
Did he?
Put in an order.
Nice.
And Rick went and delivered it personally to him.
Well, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So he was up in the area, so he...
Excuse me.
God bless you.
Thank you.
My goodness.
I hope I'm not allergic to white chicken chili.
I hope not. Here's the thing: is Melanie, who is the actual owner of the company, she is a really, really good cook. She's very good. She knows what she's doing.
Cool.
But I'll tell you, one of the things I love about this is, there's no preservatives. You know, you're not. That's great. And Kevin says it was delicious.
Good.
Thoroughly enjoyed it. Well, that's good. You know, I didn't even think about it. I think somebody brought this up the last time that I brought it in. Was it like this would be a good thing to take when you're camping? It's like,
I was wondering if that's what Kevin was doing, because he's a camper, but he's got a nice setup where I think he likes to cook in his camper.
But this is what an easy thing to do. I
Right.
mean, you know, get a couple bags of this and boom, you got tons of chili. All right. I think this is ready. And I think this is going to be really good. Let's see. I'm trying to think of the best way to distribute this now. This is coming right out of the bag. Now, I'm not going to eat too much of this, Lynn. What do you have going on today?
What do I have going on today?
This afternoon at 1 o'clock.
Nothing until 2 o'clock, actually.
if you would like to join, it's way on the other side of town for you, so I'll understand it if you can't make it. But
I can't now. I already know because I have an appointment at 2.
Oh,
but I wish I could already. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Frogtown Johnny's is having some brand new menu items that I'm going to be going to try.
Oh, I'm disappointed that's not going to work. I would make Chuck go with me and we would sample with you. This looks wonderful.
This looks great, doesn't it?
Look at those big chunks of corn in there.
Yeah, corn, carrots,
tomato,
beans.
Oh my gosh.
Looks great.
I love this.
Looks great, smells great. Time for the taste test. Here we go. Oh yeah.
That's wonderful.
Really good.
That is really good.
That's like you would never guess that was freeze dried.
Melanie, is that right? Melanie, you're amazing. And honestly, I'm not a huge fan of white chicken chili.
Neither am I.
This
is not my go-to.
Wonderful.
Ever. But this is really good. Well, that's the same thing like the stroganoff. Like, somebody says, "Oh, I've been to restaurants before where they're like their specials, like, oh, we got stroganoff for special." Like,
I'm thinking, who's ordering stroganoff? I know.
I can order. That's never my go-to, but
wow, it's really delicious.
That is very good. All right.
And I can't get over how fresh tasting it is.
Right. And it looked like I don't even know.
Kevin, if you didn't order the white chicken chili, you need to go back and change your order. Really good.
Man, that is really good. I mean, this is, but I'm never, not impressed with this stuff. There's never been anything that I've tasted where I've gone, it's all right. Like every time, it's like this is.
And how do you find them? They have a hard brick and mortar or just all online?
All online. They operate. They have a place where they cook everything, but it's down at the mall at BG, the BG Mall. But you could go. I think you could go there and buy stuff from them, but ordering online or find them on social media.
Dang, too bad I can't get her to share that recipe.
What's that?
Too bad I can't get her to share that recipe.
Well,
can't give away business secrets.
I know. No, that's really good. That's the same place we tried.
It's like
biscuits and gravy. Yes, that's correct.
Canola beans.
So, yeah, again,
I would love to serve that up to my family.
You get a bag like this, you just have it sit. You're going camping. Boom, you sit out there. People are hungry. They just.
You know what? I actually think I might do that. We need to stock up our camper a little bit, and
you could put. They've got fruit, so they've got. I love freeze-dried strawberries. Yeah. They do candies there too. I should have brought that in. I'll get that.
No, that probably still has calories. This is enough.
So they have this. They did freeze-dried ice cream sandwiches, ice cream sandwich bites. So they're just like little cubes. Wow, that's good. Is that what astronaut ice cream is?
Yes.
Is that freeze-dried? Okay.
Yes, exactly.
I thought so.
Is that the same thing as Dippin' Dots though?
No.
I can say that was always the ice cream of the future.
Right.
For like 100 years, the ice cream of the future, Dippin' Dots.
Dippin' Dots are the biggest waste of money because they're like $5 for a bag of them. Lousy.
All right. So Cody Johnson concert tickets coming up.
Well done, Melanie. Very well done.
It really is delicious. Thank you for the sample.
Yeah, thank you.
I would definitely do this for camper or just in general. Save me a night in the kitchen.
I mean, here's the thing. Sometimes you don't want to cook.
I know.
There's
something like that. I'm thinking that you think about something like that and you think you're slumming it or something. She definitely makes that way better than I could.
Right, right. No, but think about this. So let's say you had like a couple of different options because they've got pasta with meat sauce. They've got they have this white chicken chili. They've got chicken noodle soup. They've got they got all kinds of stuff. I mean, I'm gonna hang on. You know what I'm gonna do?
Find a joke.
I'm gonna pull.
Are you ready for the joke?
Yeah, I will be.
Okay.
I'm going to pull up. I'm going to go to it right now. Freezyfoods.com so that I can look at all of everything they have.
I'm going to tell you this is my big find of the week.
This right here?
Mm-hmm.
This is your big fan? I like
Sparkling frost and caffeine because I've been drinking the Celsius drinks.
What are you
to get a
talking
little
about?
caffeine.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
And there, depending on where you get them, you could get a real deal if you find them on sale, like for $1.98 a can. So $2 a can, easy. In many places, it's like $2.90 something, and usually somewhere in between, like around more like $2.50 for a can of them. If you want to drink one every day, that starts adding up. I always thought, at least I'm not a coffee drinker. I'm not, cruising through some coffee places spending $6 a coffee, and then I started drinking those, and I'm thinking, still at $2.50 a day, that's kind of pricey. Well, this is Aldi's version of a caffeinated sparkling beverage, and it's really good. They call it Sparkling Frost plus caffeine. And I like the fact, too, it only has 70 milligrams of caffeine instead of the 200 I was getting in the Celsius.
Right.
So I'm not worried about how much caffeine, but it's still getting a little bit.
Right.
99 cents.
99 cents. Mm-hmm. At Aldi?
At Aldi.
Oh, wow.
Aldi's great. Yeah, it tastes really good.
Love Aldi.
This one's strawberry citrus. So there you go. My little budget tip of the day if you like a caffeinated sparkling beverage.
Yeah. All right. So they've got chicken fried rice, pasta with meat sauce. They've got guacamole. That's a great, you wanted some good guacamole. Just all you do is add water. It doesn't even have to be boiling water. Just add water to it. Boom, you serve it up.
You suddenly made me hungry for avocado toast.
They've got a great mango salsa too. Really good mango salsa. They've got the biscuits and sausage gravy. They've got beef stroganoff. Excited to see what other, but yeah, you're sitting at home. You got the chicken fried rice just sitting in the cabinet. It's not going to go bad, but you come home one night, you don't feel like cooking.
Right.
Just add boiling water to it, and boom.
Let's say it's not going to go bad. You know how often I've thrown out food because we never got to it?
Never, exactly, right?
Yep.
So I'm excited. Guys, I want to try the chicken fried rice next time.
Got a minute, and then we're going to
They
open
make
the
you feel
ticket window.
Bougie? I don't know if I would say Dippin' Dots make you feel bougie. It was like the treat for me as a kid. Way better than cotton candy. I agree with you there. Definitely better than cotton candy. Rebecca, I'm going to have you try this. I got some for you. Here's your lunch. I got lunch for you. Lunch is on me. Got Rick, Melanie. That was really good. Well done. It's just going at it. Giving away tickets, so you guys get ready. Get ready to call.
It's John Party on Toledo's country music station, K100 on air, online, and on your phone. Lynn and Marco. Marco back on Monday. Thank you so much for being a part of this Friday Facebook Live. It's been a great day. Feel Good Friday, and definitely feeling good, no doubt about it. I'm going to make you feel really good right here and now. We got concert tickets. Just play that John Party. May 29th is the date. He is going to be in town at the Huntington Center. May 24th, Zach Brown Band is going to be here. We've got so many great shows coming, and come Monday morning, we're going to tell you about another incredible concert coming into town. This one, I think you're going to be a little bit excited about too, is Cody Johnson. And Cody Johnson is going to be in Columbus at Nationwide Arena on September 20th. They just announced the date. Tickets aren't on sale until a week from today. And yet, your concert hookup, we have got an opportunity for you to pick up a pair of tickets right here and now. Absolutely. Hand to God, this is your chance to win those tickets. So if you want to go, all you have to do, be caller number 10 right now at 419-240-1000, and I will get you set up for that show from Toledo's K100. Good luck. I don't know why I couldn't get my ticket window to play. But now, I don't know why it wouldn't play.
Are you recording?
Thank you for being here this morning. Good morning, K100. Your caller number 1, try back. K100 caller 2, try again. K100 your caller 3, try back. K100 caller 4, call back. K100 your caller 5, try again. K100 caller 6, now back. K100 your caller 7, call back. K100 caller number 8. I'm so sorry, we are going to 10. Good morning, K100. I'm sorry, your caller number 9. Oh my
come
God, that
on.
stinks. Dang it.
Not fair.
We'll got more on Monday. Try
Not
back.
fair. I'm so sorry.
Oh, people are good sports, aren't they? All right. Hello, K100.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
this is Randy.
Randy, your caller number 10.
Let's go. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, going to check out Cody Johnson with special guest Ian Munsick at Nationwide Arena in Columbus.
Awesome.
Are you part of the Cojo Nation?
For sure.
All right, very good. Tickets aren't even on sale till a week from today, and you just beat the box office and won yours from K100. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I need you to hold on for just a moment if you could.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Nice, clean quality to that call. Are you kidding me?
All right, she's going to do that. We took a trip to the YMCA. Lynn and I were talking about our workouts. Thanks to the YMCA, makes it all possible.
Hey, what's up? It's Lyn and Marco and Pat McCarty, guy in the 419. And of course, we're at the YMCA, Lynn. We're doing our weight loss challenge, and this is a great place to get in shape.
The Francis Family YMCA up on Dean Road in
Temperance.
Temperance. I love this one. They're celebrating 20 years already. It's so state of the art. It's so clean. It's so new. It's kind of hard to believe it's been here 20 years.
I love this, especially if you have kids. This is the place to come. They've got slides, they've got rock climbing walls, and they have probably one of the best pools that the YMCA can offer. Not only do they have a pool for laps, but also a great kids.
Little splash pad area. It is absolutely amazing.
And I see you guys drag me out here because of the pickleball court.
Avery's over there. He's doing lessons now, and he's offered to show us how.
We want to do some weightlifting, right? Which way to the workout facility? That way. Some people go that way.
Do it.
I got you.
You
There
can
go.
do it.
Got you. Yeah. Oh, come on, Pat. You got it.
Oh. Ooh, Max. Yes. Max.
One of 2 pool areas here at the Francis Family YMCA. You are loving this.
Yeah.
You are picturing your son. Right
Oh
over here.
boy, Leslie will be having a ball in here. With the pool for families, they have a lap pool over there, so two different pools. But this is a great place to work out and really do everything you need to do in your health.
I love it. I just think, how much fun it would be to spend a cold winter day right up here in this pool with your kids.
It's like more than 80-degree temperature in that water.
Oh, it's
right
perfect.
here.
Well,
Should
then
we
why don't
throw
we
you
find
in?
out?
No! Hello, K100.
Hi,
Hi, who's this?
this is Randy.
Randy, your caller number 10.
Let's go. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, going to check out Cody Johnson with special guest Ian Munsick at Nationwide Arena in Columbus.
Awesome.
Are you part of the Cojo Nation?
For sure.
All right, very good. Tickets aren't even on sale till a week from today, and you just beat the box office and won yours from K100. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Music first.
It's new music. Speaking of
Hey,
recording,
what's up, you guys? It's Blake Shelton. Check out my new song, Texas. New music plays now.
Jen Ambrose says, you guys should do concert tickets just for your Facebook audience. Well, would that we could, Jen.
Yes.
Would that we could.
Powerless in so many ways.
Yep.
Alright, so I have to do a live night insurance.
She's probably in Texas. Amarillo, I know George Strait. That's where all them exes go. If she ain't with me out here in Tennessee, then I don't know where she's headed. I'm guessing, I reckon she's probably in Texas. She's probably in Texas. She might be down in Georgia at her mama's for the week. Could be Carolina, California, something's telling me. She's somewhere.
Let's see if Johnny's got any more of those tickets. Probably in Texas. Yeah, Johnny and Mookie Cody Johnson tickets coming up. There you go, folks.
All right. You got more chances to win. You know,
oh man, Randy, I am so sorry for keeping you waiting. I went to go put your information into the computer system and I go, oh, all I have written down is Randy. I'm so sorry. What's your last name?
All right. Since Lyn's going to get us canceled in Russia, I'm going to play another listen else here.
ETEN?
Got to thank our
what's your
sponsor, Cost Oil. That's what we'll do. Here it is.
Like, it's no secret you have to get your oil changed, right? Especially as it's getting into these colder months. What's going to happen is all the dirt and the grime that builds up in your oil, it's going to put a lot of stress on that engine when it has to do a cold start as the weather here is getting colder. So you want to make sure if you haven't gotten your oil changed recently, you got to do it. You have to do it. It's going to prolong the life of the car. Again, as we're getting into the cold months, you have to get your oil changed. Now, where do you go? That's up to you. Here's where I go. I go to Cost Oil. Why? Because I trust a man by the name of Keith Kalonch, who owns this company as well as several others. He's a good guy. I trust him. I trust his employees. You go where you'd like. This is where I go. But get your oil changed. Something else that's really cool, as Mark was filling up the tires, he noticed that the front tires were kind of worn down. The back tires look brand new. So another feature they offer is tire rotation. Make sure you get that taken care of as well.
K100.
Oh my gosh,
your caller number 9.
That can't be true.
Good morning, K100. Hi, your caller number 10.
Yes, come on, you did it.
What's your name?
Michelle.
All right, Michelle, when were you born?
January 18th.
All right, we're going to try to spin an 18 here. If we do, $550 is yours.
Come on. Pat McCarty, give us an 18.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh.
No.
Look at that!
Michelle!
Yes!
You just picked up $550 from Genoa Bank!
I don't believe it!
All right. Well, hey, we're going to get canceled in Russia if you keep that music too loud.
Oh, thanks. Sorry. Dang.
All right. Well, congratulations to our winners. Who was that guy? That was Brad?
Randy Van
Randy.
Etten.
Brad won earlier, right?
Yes, he did.
So we had Randy, Brad. Some great winners today. No birthday wheel winner, though. So close.
No.
Not like that last one we had that I just showed. That was pretty amazing. That would have been amazing if we had Oh, you're so what? 28? There's 25. And he's getting everything ready. See, this is the cool thing about the show. You get to see all the behind the scenes stuff, all the running around and the frantic moving around.
Morgan Wallen, K100, Toledo's country music station. And Morgan, of course, coming out with a 37-song album, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. May 16th is the drop date for that. Lyn and Marco will be back on Monday morning. Thank you so much for being a part of today's show and a part of our week. We just love you guys so much. I was just talking to our listeners and telling Pat, we just have the best listeners in the world.
Everybody
I know that
calls in is so nice. People that tune into Facebook Friday Live, so nice.
Yes, and so we're always so happy when we're able to do something like give you concert tickets. So we just did that for Randy Van Etten. So glad that you got through. Randy Brad won tickets earlier to the Professional Championship Bull Riders event going on at the Huntington Center this weekend. I don't know about Saturday night tickets. That was pretty close to a sellout if it's not already.
Right.
But I know you can still get tickets for Sunday's event if you want to do that. But
That's the best time to go, isn't it?
Such a fun night
Isn't
out.
Sunday the best time to go? They said they're going to give hats, 300 hats away to the first 300 kids, hats away to the first 300 kids. But also, it's the Bulls and Blood, it's the Dust and Mud, it's the roar of the Sunday crowd.
There you go. Love it. Love it. But yeah, I hope you have a great weekend, and we do hope to be a part of it. Again, Mark will be back on Monday, so I'll be taking it a little bit easier. It'll be fun. What do you got? Big plans for the weekend?
You know what? I really don't. Nothing too big. I might try to get tickets to the rodeo on Sunday, and
Father of four.
For the most part, probably just hanging out with the family.
I say, I'm sure best laid plans with 4 kiddos, so can change in a heartbeat.
It can. So.
Well, good. Well, do hope it's a good one. And we'll look forward to next week's Facebook Friday Live. And don't forget, Monday morning, in addition to Marco's return, you can look forward to doing Right On or Way Wrong with us. Monday morning Mindbender, we do at 7:40 for a $25 gift card to Paco's Restaurant. And we've got another concert announcement. So another show announcement. We'll give you the details with it and give you the first shot at winning tickets come Monday morning as well. Johnny D in just a handful, and he's got more Cody Johnson tickets to give away. I guess he's got a pair. Mookie's got some to give away as well. And yeah, John, I'll also have that next keyword for you so you can get yourself in the running to win a Lainey Wilson concert flyaway to Denver. Have an awesome weekend, and thank you so much for letting us be a part of things. But before we get out of here, we do need to do this. Your last laugh of the day brought to you by J. Foster Jewelers and Pam McCarty, guy in the 419, here to tell the joke.
Well, a gentleman had a little too much to drink at a bar, and he approaches a woman, and he says, "Oh, pardon me," he says, "but you look just like my wife."
Yeah.
And she says, "Oh, get away from me, you disgusting drunk." He says, "Oh, you sound like her too."
Oh, have a good one.
All right, there we go. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Keith Glonch, Costa Oil, Insurance Solutions by Design. Thanks so much. Listen, I really can't say it enough. Get your oil changed. Don't wait. Don't delay. Get your oil changed. But also, it was incredible, the information that Keith was able to give me and the way he was able to explain the insurance process to me. That's a tough field to navigate through. You don't have to do it alone. If you're questioning, listen, it's not like cheating on a spouse, right? It's not anything like that. He's not going to try to force you. He's not going to try to sell you anything. So when you need to, give him a call, have him check it out. All right, that's going to do it for us. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will leave you here with a moment of awe, one of my favorites.
I was rude to you before. I'm sorry. Oh, bless you. Oh. Bless you.